Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Yes, as you probably know from the description, this is all the beer. It's the channel's second birthday. All the beer no idea is 2 years old. Well, it was actually Thursday, the 31st of March. So I decided to do a live on this, and yeah, it just happened to work out today. I didn't really fancy doing the live on the Thursday because I had plans for doing certain beers. And on a school night, I don't think they were going to work. So yeah, big thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Big thank you to everyone that's supported the channel for the last 2 years. All the subscribers, even the ones that don't subscribe and still watch, is much appreciated. And without you lot, there wouldn't be a channel. There wouldn't be one maybe worth doing, if you like. So let's just quickly go through the comments. I'm a bit stuck here on my own. Thomas is in. I don't know if he's still in or he's put this up, but Thomas from Window Beer Reviews says, hi, everyone. Thank you, Thomas, for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us as well over the last couple of years. Very nice of him to do this as well. Put the please like and share up. And we've also got a comment from David Jones, who has been watching me for a long time. Thank you, David. Congratulations. Well, without you watching me, Dave, I mean, as well as many others, can't get me words out, as well as many others, this channel wouldn't be worth doing. So a big thank you to you for supporting us. That's it for now for the comments. Oh, yeah. Steve Higginbotham. Hi, Barry. Congrats and thank you for keeping me going, Lars. Thank you, Steve. Much appreciated, mate. Like I say, as I've just been saying, a big thank you to everyone that supported the channel. Hopefully, I've kept you entertained, which I'm guessing I must have somehow, because you're here now. You're still here now watching us. So yeah, please keep supporting us and I'll keep bringing you the beer. So I'm glad I've kept you going for the last 2 years, Steve. It's quite a miracle, really, because I drive me Mrs. nuts. I'm sure I drove her mental for the last 2 years. So if I haven't annoyed someone, it's quite a miracle. That's it for the comments so far. So what's the plan of attack tonight? Well, I've just quickly before we get going, I've got a cheeky Jaipur IPA from the Perfect Draft. So we'll just have a quick slurp of this. The machine did tell me there was only a 330ml glass left. Well, now I've poured this. It's now telling me there's about 4 or 5 of them. So I only poured that one just to use it up, but that's gone out the window now. My big mate, Big JB from Northern Southern Beer Reviews is in. Hello, mate. Happy birthday. You are great. Ah, you're too kind, John. I wish I could say the same to you, calling me Pogo Patson, you nasty man. It's not very nice at all, is it? Although it's quite ironic. Have we lost connection? No, I'm back. That's it. Anyway, plan of attack. We've got 8 people in watching. Thank you very much. Plan of attack tonight is to have a cheeky one now, which, like I said, Jaipur from the Perfect Draft. So we'll have another slurp. We've got Chris from Chris's Beer Reviews coming on. He's a bit delayed at work, so hopefully he will pop on after. I bought him 4 beers, and 2 of the beers that I picked up for him and sent him, I happened to pick up myself 2 or 3 weeks ago. So he asked me if I wanted to do a bit of a collab beer review with him. And I said, yeah. So I thought this would be the perfect time. Get him on this one and, kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So that'll be coming up. Hopefully we're going to have 2 beer reviews with Chris's Beer Reviews. There will be more beer drunk throughout the night, so feel free to join in and comment. And also, the plan of attack was, now this depends on how the live goes, really. Depends on how much beer I drink. But the plan of attack was to maybe review this one later on, which is from Sierra Nevada. And it is Trip in the Woods. And it's a rum barrel-aged quadruple in a big 750ml bottle. Let me just click on that because I'll take it off. That's it. Yep, it's a big 750ml bottle, quadruple, coming in at 11.7%. So we'll see how the night goes. But this may well be getting opened and you may well hear my views on this beer, but I'm not promising anything. So we'll just see how it goes. Anyway, we've got 9 people in now. We'll have a quick look. John's come in. Pogo Patson was a legend. He was. Yeah. Let's click on it. There we go. Anyone old enough to remember Grange Hill will remember Pogo Patson from them days, and me and John are clearly old, so we definitely remember. We've also got Neil Doherty in the house. Happy birthday, Baz. Love your videos. Thank you very much, Neil. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. It's always much appreciated. And again, like I say, without you guys, it wouldn't be worth doing, really. It makes it all worthwhile. David Jones is back. How quick time goes by. It does, Dave. It does. I can't believe it. I actually, on my Facebook page on Thursday, I remember putting a post up. Was it on Facebook or was it on YouTube? I can't remember. Doing a thing I was going to review for the first birthday. I think I put Trappist Rochford 10, the Trap Quadruple and something else. And I saw that and I just thought, bloody hell, was that 12 months ago? I can't believe I reviewed that a year ago. So yeah, time does fly by. Gary Richards. Don't be... Sorry, I thought it was someone else there. My head's gone blank. Hiya, Gary. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I do apologise. Oh, dear. It's all going tits up. David Jones has said, hello, Mr. Brown. And Mr. Brown has said, hello, David. And we've got everyone getting on nicely. So yeah, for now, what's everyone drinking? Anyone out there having a drink? Let us know what you're on. Let us know what you had for your tea. If you like, I had chili con carne and fajitas. So if there is a bit of backlash, a bit of a spare gas and whatever comes up, I do apologise, but that'd be the chili, I'm guessing. Neil Doherty. Gary Richards, give us the 3 beers up. I hope you're drinking, mate. Get some down you. Neil Doherty's come in. What's the choice of drink tonight? Tonight, at the moment, it's Jai Pour. But I will be doing a couple of beer reviews with Chris's beer reviews. Hopefully, he'll be popping along. He's been caught at work. If he comes along a little bit later and I do him up, I may well hold out and just do a couple of different beers if he's not here in time. But it should be a couple of beers from Wild Horse Brewing Co. We've got a lager and a session IPA. So hopefully they'll be coming up. If not, I'll maybe pick something else and save them for when Chris is free to do them. So yeah, like I say at the start, it's just Jaipur at the moment. JB, for the amount of subs you have, mate, for 2 years, incredible. So big respect. Well, thank you, John. I've got a lot of respect for you, mate. And I've said to you many times in the past, you should have so many more because you are entertaining. I love watching you. And I've, 6 or 7 years you've been going now. I think it is, isn't it, John? Let me know in the comments. And I said to you ages ago, I feel a bit of a fraud because you've worked your way up to getting all these subs. And it's not that I haven't, I suppose, but I had all these machines, and I suppose I just joined at the right time. So yeah, I did feel a little bit of a fraud, but I suppose at the end of the day, I've still gone out and bought beers. I've still done the reviews. But thank you very much, John. Very kind words from you, mate. What else we got there? Company on Flaked Alaska from Arbor, smashing stuff. I'm not sure I've had that. I think I might have. I think I have reviewed it. I'd have to go back through my videos to see, to be honest. I've done that many. I can't remember these days. JB's come back. Alpha Delta Phalanx or something. Oh, yeah. I think you've just put that up, haven't you, John? If I'm correct. I think you've just reviewed that. You also reviewed another one from, what's it called? Wensleydale Brewery or something. Judging by the thumbnail, I think it was, or your comment or something. I don't think you were very impressed with it by all accounts. So I'll have to have a watch of that at some point. David Jones has come in. Do you remember all the beers you reviewed, Basil? And how many in total? Excuse me. No, I don't. I don't remember all of them. I'll be totally honest with you. Like I said just there with Neil's comment, he's got Flaked Alaska. I think I have done it, but I'm not sure, so I would have to check. But there are some that I do forget I've done. I picked up, what did I pick up? I think I picked up Northern Monk. They done a chocolate and caramel porter. Was it in a 440ml can? And I think I reviewed that with the daughter. And then it was out in the supermarkets in a 330ml can. And I thought it was a different beer. And I picked it up. And it wasn't until I got home and properly looked at it, I thought, hang on, I think I've done this one. So yeah, I do forget sometimes. Generally, I'm not too bad, but there are some more maybe obscure ones that I forget I've done. But I suppose that's going to happen, and it's going to happen at some point. The one that got away, I'm drinking Yorkshire tea. Beer's a bit later. Sensible, mate. You're not like me. Or JB, who starts about 7:15 in the morning, especially Christmas Day, because he's a bit of a bad dad, he is. Thomas is back. Window Beer Reviews. He's back. Are you, Thomas? How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. And I hope you're not trying to find Babe Station as well. I don't want you watching any of them dodgy channels on Sky. I'm sure there's probably reruns. I'm sure you can find them somewhere. David Jones is on Black Gold. Guinness tonight. He's on the Guinness. Are you on the canned ones, Dave? Nitro surged ones or whatever you call them, or are you on the bottles? Let us know. Let us know. JB said 7 years, mate. But no, I am happy. But you're not a fraud, far from it. You've earned your stripes. So thank you very much, John. I'd like to think I have. I did, like I said, you probably remember I have said to you, I think, well in the early days, probably within 6-9 months, because the channel was growing really well, and mostly because of the machines I've got over there. Because I suppose at the time with COVID and everything, people were buying them, people were watching, so it was, yeah. But you've earned your stripes a lot more than me, John, and big respect to you. Lovely bloke as well, John. So if you haven't subbed to John, get on there. And not only that, also this man, Thomas, Window Beer Reviews. Give Thomas a sub if you haven't. Lovely lad. He must be the best supporter of every YouTube channel going. Honestly, he's an absolute legend and a top lad. He is. Really nice lad. What has been your favourite review over the last 2 years? Favourite review? I would probably say the most favourite beer I've had is got to be, I would go Castile Barista Chocolate Quad. That was amazing. Love that beer. Very much. Castile do the Cuvée de Chateau. Very similar to that. But for me, just having that chocolate in the beer, I think just edged it for me. So as in beer wise, that was probably, that's my favourite beer, I would say, of all time. And probably my favourite one that I've reviewed, if you like. My favourite review, though, I've got to admit, I've had some fun on a couple of them doing daft things. Obviously, I like the Spartan Oktoberfest I done, where Helga was first introduced to everybody. And if you haven't seen that, that's where I got a twin sister that come in to help me out on that review. And it's all a little bit weird. But I think, in all honesty, I think actually my favourite review was, I think the first one with Courtney, my daughter, when she was leaving home. I got her to come and do a live review with me, and that was great. That was I got Scott from Scott and Wonders World to show me how to do all this YouTube stuff, because I'm useless with technology, and I mean I'm useless now, but I was even worse back then. So Scott helped me set it all up. And a lot of people out there, probably including you, Thomas, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was a lot of people that joined the live, not for my personal thing, but for Courtney. And it was great, the amount of people that come and supported, and, it made her feel special as well. So that's probably my favourite one. I quite enjoyed doing that as well. That was good. And it was triple hazy, 9.5% beer. So I got her on a good strong beer then. So, yeah, that's probably my favourite one, Thomas. Probably my favourite. Worm or cold beer? Cold beer. For definite. Thomas, what has been the best live you've been on, apart from on your own channel? Best live. The best calls was probably on Scott's one. That was probably the best calls when he done the one for Great Ormond Street. Again, dressed up as Helga, had a bit of fun on that one. That was great. Being on the one with you as well, Thomas, in all honesty, that interview was great. I think that and the one with Scott's was for a different reason, obviously for charity. So it was nice to be invited on there, and hopefully, help him get a few more views and earn a bit more money. But yours was fantastic, in all honesty. I've got to admit, I know it's easy to say because you've asked me it, but I really enjoyed that. And I know I've not caught all your interviews that you've done with people, but I thought it was a really good idea as well. I think when I first saw them going up, I thought it was fantastic. And I think all the success you've had, Thomas, I think you well and truly deserve. So I'd probably say that one. Coming on and being asked questions was very odd, very surreal. But I've been on a few lives, you know. I've jumped on some of Scott's and when Dean's been on and what have you. Always good fun. Ones with JB as well are fun. I think sometimes when you're just one-on-one on a live, sometimes it's a bit easier to chat because you get a lot of people trying to talk together. But yeah, to be honest, all the ones that I've done just with, you know, like I say, John, Dean, Chris, the food. Yeah, I've done a couple of food ones with Chris. Those were quite fun, actually. I've got to admit, that was quite fun. The Carolina Reaper one. Well, it wasn't fun, but it was good. But yeah, any of the ones that I've done with other reviewers, just as in like chatting and what have you, all good fun. Probably yours is the best, Thomas, because it was something really different. And again, Scott's going on that one was a pleasure to be invited on. So yeah, they're probably the ones. Get on the comments here. JB has said hello to Thomas, and look at that. Thomas has said hello back to JB. Simo Sups is in. How are you, Simo, pal? Hope you're well, mate. I hear you're still waiting to get hold of your Bud Light and you're a little bit miffed about it. Don't panic, mate. Don't panic. It will get there. You're probably not that lucky not to get it. David Wilson is in the house. Hi, all. Hi, David. Thank you, mate. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for subscribing and watching all the videos as well. Much appreciated. Oh, hang on. We're going through. Oh, yeah. That's it. JB's noticed the old Babe Station. Baz Station tonight. That's it. Yeah. It's pretty much Babe Station. It's almost Pogo Patterson Station. If you can work that out. I don't know. I can't get that going. Oh, here we go, Dave. I've got to say you're going to drink the other 3 cans of Asda Bitter tonight. Oh, my God, no. I'll tell you what, David, I've done that review. I drunk half the can, and 10 minutes later, the other 3.5 cans were straight down the sink, honestly. I was going to do a ranty short video, but I just wasn't feeling it. I couldn't, I don't know. I just thought throw them down the sink. I'd had enough. JB said, Thomas is a top fella, supported all he has, mate. He genuinely is a top lad. And he really does try to help everyone else. And that's great. Really good. Really good. David Jones is agreeing with everyone on that one. Right, time for a beer. Good man, Simo. What you on, mate? What you on? I'm on Jaipur. That if he's still got the Lux in. If you haven't subbed to Simo as well, he's mental. He is. He's as mad as a fruitcake. He is. So if you've got a perfect draft, pop and see him. Watch some of his videos. He's a mad head, but he's good fun and he's a good lad. And we got Northern Southerners saying hello to Simo. Kevster's in. Happy 2nd birthday, sir. Thank you for all the reviews. Look forward to many more. Thank you very much, Kev. Much appreciated. I know you've been watching. I wouldn't say I know exactly from the start, but I know you've been watching for an awful long time because obviously you comment on that. And I think I remember you being on the last one of these, actually, probably 12 months ago. I think you come along to wish happy birthday. So, yeah, thank you very much for joining us. If you're having a beer, let me know what you're drinking. Feel free. Let us know. David Jones has come on, said hello to Simo. We've got John 78. Evening all on the Wrexham Lager to celebrate Ryan's Reds getting to Wembley. John's always commenting, funny enough, on my videos. Where are you from, John? Let us know. I've probably asked you before, actually, but I can't think offhand. But obviously, he's a Wrexham fan. He's probably from Wrexham, to be honest, because he always goes on about the Welsh beers as well that I get hold of. So, yeah, well done, Wrexham. Well done, Wrexham. Fair dues to him. A worm beer is not the done thing. You like a bloody tequila thing, no? I'm a bit thick, really. Thomas interview. Hang on, there we go. Thomas interview was fantastic. Yeah, honestly, he's a legend, and I I said at the time that was something new, isn't it? I mean, I think with beer reviewers and everything, everyone just does sort of the same sort of thing. So it was a really good novel idea, I think, that he come up with to actually do interviews. Just had a message come up. No, you don't want a warm beer, mate. You don't want a warm beer. Kevster, I was there for the first birthday and watching before on a few. There you are. I thought you were, Kev. To be honest, I'm certain. Like I said, I was certain I remembered you from the last birthday, and I was pretty certain you'd been watching for a few months before then as well. So you on a few Moretti's tonight and a couple of whiskies. Funny enough, I'll be getting Moretti again. There's a new keg release for the Blade on Monday, so I will be ordering that new keg, and because you have to order 2 kegs, I will be ordering Moretti again because the 2 kegs that I've had of that have been dodgy. So I'll be ordering them. So I'll be doing a re-review of Birra Moretti on the Blade at some point. So yeah, hopefully they'll be better. And anyway, Kev, you enjoy your Morettis and then a couple of whiskies. You can have the whiskies because I can't be doing with whiskies. Can't be doing that though. I'm gonna have to just bear with me. There we go. Simo subs. I'd had a few and ordered the bloody Bud Light pack. I'll be honest with you, Simo. I was tempted with that. I got to admit, I really was tempted. I seen the link, and it sort of. I think what was the biggest tempting thing was getting the old bloody the bar thing, the bar runner, and the glasses. That's what tempted me, but I managed to resist it. So I'm just going to end up buying a keg of it next week, I think. So yeah. But yours will turn up. Don't worry about it, pal. Yours will turn up, and you've only got what 2 kegs to get through. I hope you like it, pal. I really do. Paul T's Beer Reviews is in the house. Happy 2nd birthday, Bazza. Thank you, Paul. This is another one. He does absolutely, God knows how. He must drink like a fish. Seriously, he's been going for about, was it about 8 months now? Would it be 8 months? Something like that, Paul. Let us know. He started out. He does absolutely everything. He's got all the machines. He's got a bit of eye candy at the side of him. So, you know, if you're into watching a bit of that as well, you get some of that. And he does that many different beers. It's unreal. His liver must be ready to pack in, but he's a lovely lad. And he does food reviews as well. Although I don't think he's done so many lately. He's done more of the beer, but go and check him out. Give him a sub if you like him. Oh, here we go. Here we go. My good old friend Scott from Scott and Wonders World. All right, Spazans. I've got a feeling there's going to be a comment from somebody else soon, because normally when I get a comment off Scott, there's a comment off another person. If they happen to comment, I'll tell you who it is. How are you, Scott? Enjoying your night out? Don't be super late. You make sure you get home early. 40 babies. I want it next Friday with Thomas Riley. Hey up. Oh, there you are. There you are. You'll enjoy it, mate. Honestly, he's a lovely lad, and you'll enjoy it. It's an experience going on this. It's very odd. You don't expect to be interviewed really by anyone. You do this just as a bit of fun, if you like. You know, you do it as a bit of fun, and yeah, to sit there and be interviewed by someone is a little bit weird, honestly. David Wilson's come in. Hiya, Scott. Hope you and Wonder all right. JB saying hello to Scott. Yes, John78 is just confirming that he's from Wrexham. So I was right, which is a silly thing, really, and you must be, really, if you support Wrexham, or you've got to be somewhere close. Simo Sups, Paul is a nutter. He is actually. He is bonkers. He is bonkers. And he still drinks too much. 10 months you've been going, pal. Is it 10 months? I couldn't remember what it was. I thought it was about. When did I think it was? About September time, I was thinking. So I thought about 8 months now, like, but clearly not. But you're doing well, mate. You're doing well. Takes a lot of work to get a channel going. It really does. Captain Meat's Adventures is in. Happy birthday to the channel. Thank you very much, Captain Meat. Thank you for joining us. David Wilson's coming. Hiya, Captain. Hang on. That's just broken the thing. Here we go. Chris the Butcher's in. Evening, you peasant. How dare you? How dare you? I will share that video of you being a little bit inebriated. and saying good night to everyone if you're not careful, you cheeky bugger. He's a fair chap and all. He's mental as anything. So go and give Chris the Butcher a sub as well. All these ones that are on here, that are channels, I will give them all a shout out and get you to go and have a look and go and give them a sub. He does a lot of food stuff, does a lot of beers as well. Chris does. So go and give him a watch and go and give him a sub. Buddy Wise is in. Thank you very much, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for supporting us as well over the last couple of years. Yes, 2 years of beer reviews. There's a bit of all sorts, really, I've done, isn't there? Beer reviews, work videos, unboxings, spicy food challenges. I've done a couple of shorts, a couple of little short rants. Done a rant about fuel the other day as well. So yeah, there's all sorts that's come on my channel, and hopefully it will continue to go that way as well. And just quickly back to, I can't remember who said it now. I think was it Thomas? Was it Thomas? How many? Or was it Dana? I can't remember now. One of you out there said how many beer reviews? David Jones, wasn't it? I think David Jones asked how many videos I'd done. I think my video count is actually up to, it's somewhere between 1.1 and 1.2k at the moment. My video count. Obviously, they're not all beers. Like I say, there's lots of unboxings, there's food challenges, there's lives and everything. So there are some different ones, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's probably about 900 beer reviews or something like that. If anyone's sad enough that actually wants to go through my complete video library and add them all up, feel free if you want to, and you can let me know. But I'm sure you've all got much better things to do than that. Oh dear. David Wilson is saying hi to Chris. The Hop House, happy birthday, Baz. Well, for the channel, yeah. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're well. What you drinking? What you drinking? Give the Hop House a sub as well. He's quite new to it, so go and give him some support. Does a lot of craft stuff. So, and he seems a lovely sound lad. I haven't watched an awful lot. I've watched a few. Obviously, when you're on here, as well as doing your own stuff, you're trying to watch and support as many as possible. But sometimes it's just so hard, and sometimes you get to a point. Sometimes you think, oh, I fucking hate YouTube. I can't be arsed with it anymore. So I do try and watch, but go give him a sub and go and have watch some of his videos. Paul T's beer review, Simo subs. I'm trying to be like you. Good God. We don't need 2 Simo subs, do we? Don't need 2 of them. One of them's bad enough. Chris has said hello to David. So we're getting all the niceties out the way. So JB's coming with a question. So Baz, who is your favourite brewer? Favourite brewer? I don't know. I wouldn't really say I have one in particular. I think I agree with you, certainly with supermarket stuff. Probably one of the best breweries in the supermarkets is Vocation. Very rarely sort of let you down, do they? They're pretty solid beers they have out. Most disappointing brewery, if we're going to go down that sort of line. Certainly Brewdog have got to be mentioned, haven't they? With maybe one of the most disappointing brewers. They do some good stuff, but they do an awful lot of stuff that for me is overpriced. A lot of their sort of core range and that, for £1.80 for a small can, I think it's not really worth it. But I don't really have a favourite. Like I said, Vocation probably one of the supermarket breweries, and Northern Monk as well. They do some great stuff in the supermarkets, but I don't think I really have a favourite off the top of my head. A lot of the time I don't get to try loads from the same brewery, so it's hard to say. But there's a lot of good breweries out there, and as long as I'm drinking a good beer, I don't care who it's from. So we got that one out of the way. Which is, what is the best cider? Pear, apple, or banana? Banana. Is there a banana cider? Am I mental? God, blimey, that's a fair question. If there's a banana cider, I need to try it because I love bananas. Although I think you're taking the biscuit out of me here. But I've not had a pear cider in a long time. Not had one of them in God knows how long. So maybe there's a couple of ciders maybe I need to pick up. I don't go so much for the fruity ciders, as in, you know, like the Copperberg stuff, mixed fruit and all that. Like, they're all right, but they just taste like a fruit drink, don't they? They just taste of a fruit drink, which, you know, I guess a cider is. But I think if I want to try cider and drink a cider, it's got to be apple for me. That's what a cider is, isn't it? You want to taste apple in a cider, and I think when they start banging all this different fruity flavors in, you kind of lose it for me. So yeah, I'd say apple. Banana, I'm still not sure if you're taking the biscuit. I'm not sure there. I think you might be. Simo's telling Paul that he's been behaving recently. Good lad, Simo. Hop House. Just having a few Hawkshead 330s from Home Bargains before heading out. Big Bad Telford. Oh, DJing Telford. Oh, you're not far from me then, mate. You're not far from me. Is that where you live? It sounds a bit daft question, like you're going to Telford, but do you actually live in Telford? Because I'm from Oswestry, so only sort of like 3/4 of an hour down the road. So interesting. So yeah, a couple of cheeky ones, I'm guessing, before you start. Good man. Good man. Captain Meats saying hello to David Wilson. Captain Meats drinking Lord Sleeper Lager on the Beer Monster. I was going to pick one of them up the other day. I was looking at it. So yeah, I think before I picked up some of the kegs that I've got now, I was looking at a few of the 5-litre kegs from there. So what's it like? Let me know what it's like. Be interesting to know what it's like and how it pours, how you're getting on with the Beer Monster as well. I've got Hofmeister I'll be putting in soon. So yeah, that'll be coming up soon for a review. Kevster, do some more spicy food challenges. Kev, there is one coming up. I've had a chat with Chris. Actually, Chris's Beer Reviews, who's supposed to be here now, but he's not. Obviously, work commitments can't be helped. But yeah, there's a thing. I won't go into too much detail, but there's a Carolina Reaper thing in Iceland at the moment. So I've asked him if he fancies doing that. So I think we're going to do a bit of a spicy challenge, live spicy challenge with that one. So that'll be coming up at some point. So look out for that one. 1998 for me, mate. Who? 1998? Well, that's your favourite brewery. Where is he? What's he put on? Favourite brewer, 1998. Well, I'll be honest, John, I've never heard of him. Never heard of it. So you've been doing it longer than me, mate. You know a damn sight more than me. Steve Hengenbotham, Baz, is it me or has the Erdinger Weiss beer gone downhill? I don't know, to be honest. I reviewed it a while ago. I know a lot of people like it. A lot of people are keen on it. But if I'm totally honest, I mean, it's all right, but I didn't find it anything special. I think there's better ones out there. For me, you know, Franz's Scanner is better. I think I actually done the Franz's Scanner Dunkel and the Erdinger Dunkel. I think I've done a bit of a face-off thing with them too. But for me, Franz's Scanner's better than the Erdinger, personally. And then you've got Schneider Weiss, which again is another great one in Sainsbury's. Not my favourite one though, but if I'm my favourite one would be. It's left me head. I can't think which one it is. Weihai Stefana, or Weihai Stefana, if you like. That's my favourite Weiss beer, certainly in the supermarkets. But Erdinger, like I said, I reviewed it. I didn't think it was that great. I'd maybe only had it a couple of times before that, but spread out. So I don't know if it has got any worse. But if you think it has, mate, there's a good chance it probably has gone downhill, like most beers do. Mark Jones is in. Are you spaz hands? Oh, I get some stick off you lot. I tell you, I get an awful lot of stick off everyone. All I need now is I was called the Walrus of Beer Love. I can't think of his name. I won't say it because I'll probably make a complete balls up of it. But Harish or something, I think his name is. Yeah, called me the Walrus of Beer Love. So I've had Spazans, the Walrus of Beer Love, and Pogo Patterson, as I'm affectionately known by John. How are you, mate? What are you drinking anyway, Mark? Are you Beer Fan TV? How are you, pal? How you doing, mate? How's your channel doing? I haven't been on it for a while. I've seen you've done a couple of lives with the Arsenal games and that. So hopefully your channel's growing and you're still enjoying it, because that's the main thing. Again, if you haven't subbed to Beer Fan TV, give him a go. Seems a lovely lad. Does quite a few like football things as well. So if you're into watching football and that, he's your man. And he also has a perfect draft as well. So if you're into that, that's going to suit you as well. Mark Jones, Northern Monk, my favourite at the moment. All Leeds, aren't we? Leeds? I'm not Leeds. Sheffield United. Yeah, Northern Monk. Yeah, they do some great stuff. To be fair, they do some really good stuff. I wouldn't disagree with that. Hop House, yes, Bats. Fully agree. Vocation, my favourite. Looking forward to. Yeah, Salopian. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you'll enjoy that Vocation. I certainly like their stuff. And I was a bit thick, a bit slow. Obviously, he was on about Vocation being in bloody Leeds and him. So apologies there, Mark. I made a bit of a cock up there. Yeah, Vocation. Yeah, very good. I do like their barrel aged stuff that they put in the supermarkets. Tends to be really, I think it's really decent. And for £5, I don't think it's bad value. They're coming in sort of like 11% for a 440ml can. I think that's pretty decent. Salopian, very close to me. Yep. There's Salopian's about 20 miles from me. It is, mate. Roten or Roughton, I've not heard of them. I'll be honest. So I'll have to have a look for them because I should be able to pick them up. It should be quite, it's going to be in between us, I'm guessing, or somewhere near you. So I should be able to find them. So I'll have a nosy for them. But Salopian, really good. Their Black Range stuff's really good. Oh, hang on. Scott wanted just having a beer, mate, and I'll join you. Oh, look at that. See, there we go. Another guest coming on. We got Scott that's going to come and annoy us probably. Probably just going to take the mick out of me, I reckon. So he's just having another beer. Good luck, Jesus. Is it 8? Yeah. I thought so, Mark. I thought there was a piss take there. I was like, really? Banana? I'm very gullible. I'm easily led. You're a bad lad. Tell you what, though, we should try a banana cider. We should get one going. Should be interesting. Chris the Butcher. Heineken's one of his favourites at the minute. Yeah, I've got to admit, I don't know if I've reviewed that out of the bottle, but it's really good out the blade. I've got to admit, I really like that out the blade. 5% one as well. The Heineken Silver I reviewed as well. Done that the other day. That's one of them. It wasn't bad, but it is what it is. It's one of them easy drinking ones. So have you done that one yet, Chris? Heineken Silver. I don't know if you tried that yet. I can't remember, to be honest, if you have. But let us know if you have or not. But give it a go. Give it a go. You might like it. Might be up your street, mate. David Wilson's got the Northern Monk Jam Roly Poly to try later. I thought that which one was the one I had? They done the limited edition thing, didn't they? The Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire pudding Sunday. They done Sunday dinner brown ale, wasn't it? And then I'm not sure if that was a roly poly one or it's something similar. But I actually thought that was all right. The pale ale thing that they done. I actually thought the brown ale was all right as well, to be honest. Hopefully you'll enjoy that one. David Wilson is drinking Salt Drop Project Glide through Molson. Very nice beer. Yeah, I know Scott's done it. I think Scott thought it was pretty decent, if I remember rightly. Dean's done it. I think Dean thought it was pretty decent as well, if I remember rightly. So that's maybe one that if I go to Morrison's Tap to see it, I may well pick it up. Josh Hughes. Yo, how are you, Mon? Good man. Thanks for joining us. Get a beer down here. Let us know what you're drinking if you're having a cheeky one. This is going down really slow, so I do need to maybe get a beer review going for you, I think, while I'm here. Paul T's beer reviews, just uploading Northern Monk videos. Or is that videos? Just the one. Just the one. What's that one, Paul? You might as well give it a shout out. Let people on here know what you're uploading. Baz, shouldn't you be bringing Beaker on? Beaker, can you see him? Can you see him, John? Here he is. There we go. Beaker's in. Beaker's in. He actually looks more like Pogo Patterson than I do, doesn't he? To be fair, that's some wild hair this man has got. Look at that. He's bonkers, he is. We'll put him over there. I'm not giving you too much of him. He'll steal the limelight, he will. Banana cider is a thing to look up. I bet it is. I bet it is. I dread to think what it is. I swear this guy, he's toying with me, this one is. Roten Brewery from Wellington. Okay, yeah. Cask beers. A great brewery, the Iron Bridge Gold and the Area 51 IPA. Caucus. Oh, it's good to hear. I went to Bewdley Brewery. I did. They had some good beers. Pop there, they had some good stuff. So I do like a bit of traditional stuff. But yeah, if I'm ever around Wellington or Telford or anywhere sort of around there, I'll have a nosy out for them. See what stuff they got. Be interesting trying. Congrats on the anniversary. All right, okay. Surprisingly good beer. Thanks, Fisher. No, you're welcome. You're welcome, mate. I mean, I think most people who have got channels do try and support everyone. Obviously, it's nigh on impossible. You know, there's just not enough time in the day, and like you say, your head just falls to pieces really with how many people that are on there and how many videos you could sit and watch. But no, very happy to give you a shout out, mate. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for supporting me as well. Yeah, and I've had the Jeanette wit beer. It's quite decent. I actually had the lager as well, and I thought that was all right. The fruit beer, I don't know if you've had that. I wouldn't touch that. I really wouldn't touch that. Excuse me. The fruit beer was 4%, but my God, it was just too fruity. Paul T's beer reviews. He is doing or has done and is uploading, shall we say, Rapscallion 5.7 Orange Zest IPA. I think I've had that one. I've reviewed that. I actually thought that was all right myself. But you don't have to don't say nothing, Paul. Let people go and check your channel out and watch a video for themselves. Bit of an interested to see what I think of the new Bud Light on PD. So am I. It's one of them that's going to divide a lot of people. I think there's a need for this beer. Obviously, there's a lot of people that don't want the heavier beers, but I don't know how I'm going to approach it. I've had quite a few. How can we put it? Obviously, a Heineken Silver, Tennant's, Amstel. What else? Obviously, the Bud Light's going to be one of them. I've had quite a few sort of lower beers that are very sort of popular with people, and I've tried to be as honest and as fair as possible without letting rip on some of these beers. And I don't always like to let rip on beers, but I think some of my urge to let rip on a beer is building up, and if Bud Light really doesn't do it for me, that could be the one that gets the wrath of my temper. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what it's like. I mean, I've seen Paul T's beer reviews. He's reviewed it. I think Paul's reviewed it for what it is, and I think he quite liked it. So it will be interesting to try, but have no doubt that if I don't like it and I think it's absolutely terrible, I will be telling you. So yeah, there won't be any sort of holding back if I don't like it. Mark Jones just opened a Brewmaster Premium Irish Nitro Stout from Beer 52 sub Irish scene this month. Any good, mate? Is it any good? Let us not Beer 52. I have had them before, but is this beer that you're actually drinking now any good? I have got to try some Irish stuff. I know Thomas gets a lot of it. Is it Whiplash? I can't think of them, to be honest. There's a couple that I know. A few people have got some of their beers from online and that. So I do need to try some. It'll be interesting to see what they're like. I mean, we only really think of Guinness and Hop House, don't we? That's all we sort of think of when you think of Irish beers, or Caffrey's or Murphy's or something. You know, we only really know about sort of like typical sort of Irish beers going. So it'd be interesting to try some of the craft sort of stuff that they do. Paul T's beer reviews. Jeanette Bio White seems even better with orange. Yeah, it's that sort of one, isn't it? I mean, they're sort of like with a Hogarden, you're supposed to put sort of orange in it, aren't you? You're supposed to have a slice of orange. My father-in-law always puts lemon in, I think it is. We always have lemon in ours, I think. But yeah, orange is supposed to be the one that you put in. Hop House, right, need to get ready. Congratulations on 2 years. Have a good Saturday night all. Cheers. Cheers, Eddie. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Have a good night. Don't work too hard. Don't get too drunk or whatever you do when you're a DJ. I won't go into any details. But cheers, yeah. Enjoy your night, mate. Right, what's one of the best beers you have tried this year? Any recommendations? I'm not sure. I think I've done it just before Christmas. The one beer that I would say is the best beer I've had. Best beer I've had this year. Blimey. Blimey. Ooh. Off the top of my head, I'd have to look through all the beers that I've done, in all honesty. But off the top of my head, one that comes to mind, and I'm trying to think what it was called now offhand. It was a Wild Horse Brewing beer. They're from North Wales, Llandudno. It was an IPA. Brocken Spectre IPA. That was absolutely fantastic. They also done a double IPA collaboration with Black Cloak Brewing, and if I remember rightly, that was a belter. I've had a couple of double IPAs this year. Again, Polly's double IPA from them. Can't remember the name of it exactly, but that was another belter. But I've had a lot of good beers. And trying to remember everyone and how different they are. But I would actually have to probably go through my own reviews really, and not necessarily watch them, but I'd certainly have to go through to see what I've done to maybe see which one was the best. But what I can guarantee is Asda's Original Bitter was not one of them. I can guarantee you that. And I'd be very surprised if Bud Light was actually the best beer that I reviewed this year. So that's all I can do for you there. It's not bad, but it's good. It's good to hear. Whiplash is in this month, I'm sure. Oh, tidy. You'll have to let us know, Mark. Let us know how you get on with that box, really, because it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on the Irish beers. Like I said, I do need to get some. So White Hag, that's it. That's another one. Yeah, David Wilson's come in. Whiplash from Ireland, always worth a try, as are White Hag. Yeah, that's another one I've heard of. So I do need to try some, and I will do my best to get some eventually. There was just so many beers out there. Trying to keep up with them all is a nightmare. Paul Greenwood's in. Evening, Baz and everyone. Bex Gold on the PD from me. Just got him from... Yeah, where you just got him from, Paul? Where you just got him from? You kind of ended it there. You want to tell us, but you don't want to tell us, don't you? Work. Thank you. Paul's finished that with work. He's let us know what he's just got him from. I don't know if he was playing a little bit of a guessing game with us there. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy the Bex Gold. Again, for me, Bex Gold didn't really do it for me, but it's one of them sort of beers that everyone's just happy to drink, I guess. It's easy-going beer, really. Mark's going to try the Whiplash one next. Tidy. Buddy Wiseau, well, time for the last work night until the next one. Have fun, fellas. Behave. Thank you, buddy. Take care, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your support, like I said, as well. Cheers. Have a good night at work. Like you will. And we've caught up with the comments. So what I'm going to do, well, I nearly had caught up with the comments. Let's get Paul's one in there first. Yeah, it's not bad. A bit thin on body. Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? I mean, like you say, if you just finish work, that's probably ideal. Come home, nothing to think about, just get it down your neck. Easy drinking stuff. So that's that one gone. I will go and have a top up, but we'll just answer Mark's question. Best Irish beer I've tried. I haven't really tried many, if I'm totally honest. I really haven't. my extent of Irish beers is probably Guinness, and that's it. Uh, you've got Hop House 13, haven't you? Guinness again. The old one, sort of like Caffrey's or something. What I did have and I did enjoy was from Marks and Spencer's, the Irish stout that they do in there from Carlo Brewing. I believe it is Carlo Brewing. And that was decent. I enjoyed that. But other than that, I'm really, really limited on Irish beers. So I, I'd probably say the Carlo Brewing Co. Stout and then probably Guinness afterwards. That's about it, really. Bit of a shit answer for you there, Mark. Oh, dear. I heard you're a Blade. Yes, I am, mate. I'm a Sheffield United fan, I'm afraid to say. Don't tell me you're a Stoke fan because I do not need Stoke fans coming on here today. Being as we just got beaten. Who do you support, Benjamin? Let us know who you support. And don't say Stoke, please. Okay, Northern Southern, I'd love to stay, mate, but can't. Have a great night. Happy birthday to your fantastic channel. Thank you, John. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Much appreciated. And we will get a live going again. So anyone out there who's a sub to John, Northern Southerner Beer Reviews, look out for that one because there'll be me and John coming up sometime soon. And hopefully it'll be a better live than what it was the first time. Because we had trouble with we had sound issues and everything, and it all just went tits up. So, one of them really. But yeah, keep a lookout for that. Benjamin, you're a Blade. Good man. Good man. Are we going to get promoted this year? Let us know, because we had a really good run, didn't we? We had a really good run, and then we battered Borough, didn't we? And then we went and lost to Forest, wasn't it? So, and I think we've had a couple of dodgy results lately. So let us know if you think we can still. Obviously, we're still getting the playoffs, but are we dropping off a bit now? Have we peaked too soon, or do you think we can keep going? Kevstar, what do you think of Marx's? Is that the Meantime one? Is it? Let us know if that's the Meantime one in a bottle. Is it? Yeah, I'm certain it is, isn't it? Or they do. I think they do a Meantime chocolate porter, haven't they? And I think Robinsons have done a chocolate porter. I'm not sure if I've had them both. I know I've definitely had the one that's actually just chocolate porter, which is a Robinsons one. So that's probably the one you're on about. If it's that one, I thought it was all right. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was all right. That's all it was to me. It was all right. It was nothing. It didn't amaze me, but it was just drinkable enough kind of beer. Really, I quite enjoyed it, and that's about it. Chris the Butcher. Oh, hang on. What have I done here? There we go. Touch the screen too many times. I do apologise for that. Got to nip out. We'll catch you if you're still on when I get back. No worries, Chris. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Much appreciated, pal. And again, big thank you for that shout out the other day while I was watching you. Did gain a few subs, so cheers, much appreciated. Mark Jones, somebody has to support the Blades. Leeds, yeah. Hey, Mark, I know I played darts with a bloke who's a big Leeds fan, so we have a lot of banter between ourselves. So yeah, funny enough, he's sit next to us in the bloody minibus going to the dart. So plenty of banter there. He's going on about dirty, scummy Blades, and I'm going on about dirty Leeds and what have you. So yeah, we have a bit of fun. Quickly, just touch a screen. Oh dear, I can't do that. Chris, by the way, has just messaged me. I was going to do something. That is the only problem when you've got a phone. When somebody messages you, trying to do everything at once on the one screen is a bit of a nightmare. I think it would have taken me out the live. So, but Chris is going to be on in about 10 minutes. So we'll be doing a live beer review. Well, 2 actually. So I'll get the beers ready for that. I may just pour a cheeky little number now before we get going. Right, the Lockley fella. Come to Ireland, try some crafties, Baz. Plenty of good beers over here. Wicklow, yep. Wicklow, Wolf, Kinniger, Yellow Belly, and McGargles, to name a few. Congrats on the 2 years, and keep them reviews coming. Yeah, we'll have to go to Ireland. Actually, I wouldn't mind going there. I've never been to Ireland, so and I know my wife has got family over there, so it would be quite cool to pay a visit and and then try some of them beers that you've said. Sorry, I lost track there. What I was going to say. It'd also be interesting to try a proper Guinness over there. What's it like? I mean, that seems to be the big thing that everyone says. I need to try a Guinness from Dublin, or I need to try one from Ireland because they're another level. Let me know what it's like, mate. Are they another level Guinness from over there than to over here? I don't know if you've been over here and had a Guinness. I don't know, but let me know. Keep calm, Bottom. Happy birthday on the Heineken. Cheers, everyone. Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in, pal. What Heineken you on, mate? Are you on bottles, or you on Heineken Silver, or have you got it coming out the blade or something? Let us know. Let us know. Here he is. Here's one. Kirk Worthing. Here's one of me mates. Now he's from Dart's team, but he's not a Leeds fan. He's a Man United fan. Bless him. Congratulations on the 2 years, pal. Keep it going. Cheers, pal. I will do. Are you having a beer tonight, Kirk, or are you working tonight? Chris, wherefore art thou, big tart? Oh dear. Guinness, definitely another level, is it? Yeah. A lot of people, everyone says it, so it's interesting to hear, Just on the bottles, mate, here. Good man, good man. Hope you're on the big 660s. No point in having them little ones, is there? Because you'll only drink them way too quick. Way too quick. Chris. Congratulations, mate. 2 years on the Grumbacker Bills. Good beer. Good beer. Thank you very much as well, Chris. Much appreciated. Hope you got plenty of them in as well. Good. Working R5, mate. Off to bed soon. Oh, nightmare, pal. Take care. And thanks for a good season as well, mate. It's been fun. It's been fun. Good man. Right. So, what do I need to do? I'm going to have to turn a light on, I think, because it's getting a little bit dark in here. So you will have to bear with me. I'm going to get a couple of beers ready. And I may even just give that a little topperoonie. So bear with me for a couple of minutes. So we got some light now. I'm going to get some beers out the fridge, so you can still hear me rummaging around, and I'm still here. The only problem is I've got that many glasses. I have to bloody go hunting for them now. Wild dogs. Here we go. One glass at the ready. My God. Right. Oh, dear. Right, kicking the bloody table. Cheeky little top up there. So any second now, my mate will be joining us. I'm hoping he will. Anyway, let's just touch that screen. Oh, come out. There we go. Oh, what was going on there? Nightmare. Nightmare. Right. What have I got that for? Why has that come up? I daren't touch anything now. Thoughts on Bud Light on PD. Was underwhelmed when I received the email. Not one for me, but I can see why. Yeah, I've got to admit, Paul. I don't think I'm going to be a big fan of it, if I'm totally honest. I like beers to be a little bit beefier. I like them to be a little bit bolder. And I can't see that one being it. I mean, as you say, I can see why some people are going to like it, because it's going to be light, it's going to be easy drinking, which is what it's there to do. So, but will it be for me? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Just made by the Cider Boys. Check out Guinness Guru on YouTube, as he'll have a coming through Guinness. Funny enough, I've seen him. I'm not sure if I've subbed to him, in all honesty, but I do see his stuff come up, and I do have a little bit of a nosy. I'm curious of what he's got to say and what have you. I don't know what I've done here. I've got a bloody thing up here. If I end up doing it, I'll probably end up killing the stream or something. I'll have to go back into it. We're back. We're back. Technical issue. Let's just quickly get this off, and I'll get this off. I'm bloody red hot now. Red hot. Yes, don't go. Don't go. I haven't gone anywhere. I have come back. So, yeah, some new kegs coming out apparently. So Soul is coming out for the Blade. That's apparently coming out Monday. So I'll be picking that up. Like I say, I'll be picking a Birra Moretti up with that. You've got to order 2 kegs. So, because that's just what they do. You have to order 2 kegs. So I'll be picking a Moretti up and doing a review of that. And like I say, the Soul is going to be a new one. So I'll pick that up. I think there's apparently a new keg coming out next week. So for the Perfect Draft. So if that is true, I will be picking that up. I will pick the Bud Light up, and I'll pick something else up as well. So there'll be a few more keg reviews coming up. Banana cider, weird them from Somerset. Oh, what are we still going on about this bloody banana cider? Kev said, yes, stripping for the viewers now, mates. I wanted to make sure I had the full screen, so you got all the beauty of Big Bad Baz the Walrus of beer love, because everyone loves a walrus, don't they? Hopefully soon, old Chris will be coming up. What I'll do is I'll get the beers and I'll show you what they are. We'll probably show you again as well. So if there are anyone new when we do start it, we'll show you again. But yeah, all I done was I sent Chris 4 beers. 2 of them were from Stonehouse, which is local to me. And 2 of them, just quickly take that off, were from Wild Horse Brewing Co., which when I worked up there, I picked up a case of beers. And as it happened, one of them I'd had in a pub that come in the box. And one of them I wasn't really bothered about picking up. So what I done was send them to him. And then on my recent visit to Llandudno, doing some more work, made a bit of a balls up on an order. So I ended up just picking these up to make up the difference in price. So the beers that we will be doing tonight when he turns up is, like I say, they're both from Wild Horse Brewing Co. out in Llandudno. And we'll be doing their Buckskin Lager, which is part of their core range. This is one of their core beers. And that's coming in at 4.5%. So that'll be coming up. Me and Chris will be doing that one. And that was the one I'd had, by the way. That was the one I'd had. And this was the one I really just didn't fancy. But it got to a point where I just picked it up. And again, from Wild Horse Brewing Co., this is their Nakota Session IPA. And that is coming in at 3.8%. So yeah, me and him will be doing them in a minute. When he turns up. Here he is. He's ready now. He's ready. Here he is. Here he is. Add to stream.
Hello.
Here we are. Are we on?
Yeah, all good,
He's
mate.
on.
You're right.
On. Yes, how are you, pal?
All good. Sorry for being so late.
No, you're all right. I'll tell you what, it's been hard work. I've had to talk for an hour.
I know. It's not easy, is it?
It's not, I tell you. I tell
No.
you. I can talk for an hour, but none of it's interesting. So when you're trying to keep 20 odd people there, it's hard work.
It's hard work, isn't it?
I'll let you have a slurp, mate, and then I'll just go through some of the comments.
Yeah, do so.
Right, Scott and Wonder. Scott's popping on afterwards. So he's just been to a... Where was he going? Can't remember where he said he was going. He was going out for a beer anyway. So I think he'll be popping on afterwards.
Good.
I think D might be sticking his head in as well, maybe.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
So we'll see. Just see who turns up on the thing. I sent the link out. Sent the link out. So we'll just see what happens. Walrus, where's Scott gone? Scott's gone out for a beer tonight, but he's going home now, and he'll be popping on soon. So no doubt he'll have plenty to say.
I'm sure.
Tommy McAllister, congrats on the 2 years. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Tom. I'll keep the videos coming if you keep watching. Dave's come in and said, "Are you Chris?"
Hi, David. Hope you well.
Paul's come in and said, "Are you Chris?"
Evening, Paul.
Well, pretty much anyway, isn't he? Mark's coming and said, "Hey, up, Chris, they let you in the kitchen again."
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen again. I'm sure we'll get some visitors at some point.
No,
Yeah, the wife's hovering.
she's hovering.
She's hovering. She's desperate to come on alive.
Oh, I'm not.
She wants to try that blueberry s'more, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
What?
Try.
Try? I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to elaborate more on that one, Thomas. So, and Paul wants to know what you're drinking, Chris.
I am drinking at the moment a Birra Moretti in a Birra Moretti glass.
Oh, he's gone up market.
There's a new Birra Moretti glass in Asda.
Yeah.
One. It's bloody massive. Compared to two, it's huge.
Is it a pint one? Is it?
Yeah, it's got to be, isn't it? It's
yeah,
massive.
it's got to be. Yeah.
Absolutely massive.
It's got a different design on the front, isn't it? Is it like a
Yeah, it's got
bloke and a woman on it or something? Is it?
It's got the normal dude on that side.
Right. Yeah.
On the back, it's got like a little village party going on.
Oh, right.
Type of thing. But yeah, it's apparently it's a limited edition glass, but whatever that means, there's probably millions of them. But
Yeah, limited to 3.5 million.
yeah, absolutely.
Justin Morrison's.
Yeah,
Also available from Asda and Tesco's.
exactly. So yeah, I thought I'd just literally rush in, crack the camera on, just open a quick Birra Moretti just to have something, and then I could see you were showing the can of the beer that we were going to look at. So
Yeah. So
that's it.
I wasn't going to pick them up, to be honest, but because of something happened, I ended up picking them up to make up for the extra money that I paid.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So it was like, oh well. And then you come along and said, "Do you want to do a live on them or a review on them?" So I just thought, well,
Actually sent me, and I thought, well, why not?
yeah, no, why not? Yeah. Mark Jones is telling you to get your missus on. He dares you.
Yeah, I've not got her on a live yet. She has done a couple of videos, probably about three or four videos with me. But yeah, trying to get her on a live, she's not so keen. She doesn't mind being in the background, gobbing off, but actually being on the camera, she's not so keen. But I reckon I'll get her on one day.
That's like my missus. That is. I said to her, I said, "Oh, initially I didn't know what I was going to do with this live. It was just going to be me do a few beer reviews." And I said, I didn't think of inviting anyone on to start off with, but I've got the blueberry Old City beer sitting here.
Yeah.
So I was going to maybe review that and just get her to, you just hear her in the background.
Right,
I'll say, try that.
Yeah.
And then you'd hear, ugh.
Yeah, I do that quite often. Have a try of that.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to go down that route, but that's probably not going to happen. Steve Hagen, I always have trouble with his name.
Higginbotham.
Steve saying, "Are you, Chris?" Yeah.
Hi, Steve. How are you, mate?
John 78's on. What's the Lowenbrow like on the PD bars? Used to drink it on draft in the 80s. Great beer on PD. Top it off. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, on the PD it's a good beer, and then the Lowenbrow Oktoberfest is even better.
That's another level, isn't it?
That's an incredible beer.
Yeah.
I do like the Lowenbrow Oktoberfest a lot. Very
drinkable for a heavy beer.
Peanuts, mate. My fucking son's turned up. Just I tell you, they can't leave me alone. When I'm on a live, it's like this thing triggers in their brain that they have to come and pester, and he's just rolled in, bare chested, with a towel around him. Like, well, why?
You could always embarrass him, turn the camera around, couldn't you?
Oh, I should have done. Yeah, actually, I should have just grabbed the camera and flicked it around.
Yeah.
He's a pest.
Tell him what I did.
What do you mean? What you did?
What I did when I came in.
Are you all right?
I don't think we want to know that, do we?
No.
To come reenact it.
No, fuck off.
He wasn't swinging it around, was he?
No, we probably ain't got anything to swing.
But That's taken the focus off me, isn't it?
That's
Kevster's got in. Question for both of you. What's your favourite draft beer machine?
Well, I've only got one, and that's the BD. So,
So I suppose yours would just be the BD, wouldn't
yeah, funnily enough. You're the one that's got the array of them.
it? Hooray. 3 of them I got 3. Probably the BD for me, really, as well.
What, the Pro or the normal one?
Oh, it's got to be the Pro, isn't it?
Yeah, got to be a Pro.
It's got to be the Pro just because the little extra bits on it. It's just,
Yeah.
for me, improved on what was before. But the Heineken Blade's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just, I think, I mean, there's plenty of beers on it, but there's not the range of the perfect draft.
No.
And then obviously the new features on the PD are just,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's probably the PD for me as well.
It is a good machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a good machine. I like it. And my local bargain booze are starting to sell the kegs for it. So I can just go up the road and get some now.
Yeah, you said, yeah. Are they going to be about the same price, are they?
Yeah, they are. And they're doing the £5 keg deposit as well. So,
Yeah.
And then I haven't got to pay for delivery either then. So it's quite easy. Just run the keg up the road, come back out with another beer. Happy days.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah. I was quite surprised that bargain booze are doing it, but fair enough. I'm not going to.
I suppose they're a franchising, and so I suppose it just depends on who's running the place, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think there's awful lot of shops like the Premiers as well.
Yeah, a lot of
them have them. So
yeah,
it's handy, I suppose. Isn't it? Again, for me, it don't matter. I always buy in 3s and stuff and what have you. That's how I work it for me. But the ones that are just ordering 1 keg at a time or whatever here and there, it's ideal, I suppose.
Yeah, it is.
That's got to be a pint and a half. I think Mark's on about your pint glass.
It is big. It is a big glass. But I mean, that's a 2/3 pint. So is that class as a schooner, isn't it? Or 2/3?
Yeah.
It is big. I'll find out.
I've got pint Moretti glass down here. They are massive. Like,
Yeah, I'll
Dave
test
likes
it.
your glass.
It is a nice looking glass. It just becomes a bit of an addiction, doesn't it? Glasses. I've had to kind of like buy some more recently because my bloody cats keep smashing my glasses.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just can't help it. But yeah, I've literally in the last sort of couple of weeks, I've had 4 glasses broken by the cats because they just jump up on this table and just push them off.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
bonus for it. So I come
I'm
down
lucky.
to glass all over the floor.
I'm lucky I've not had too much of that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then I kept them well out of the way.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've got 4 cats, and the 2, what we call the big cats, the 2 girls who are a bit older, they've never done anything like that. Then we've got the 2 boy cats, and they're just like kids. They're into everything. And if there's something they can knock off the surface, they knock it off.
Yeah.
They love it.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, that looks
Isn't
nice.
it?
Boom.
Yeah.
And it's when they look at you as well. They look at you and then look at you and go whack.
Yeah.
Like, you fuckers.
Yeah. They can see your face. They can see you saying, "Don't you dare."
Yeah, that's right. They do. Yeah. They love it.
What do you mean, don't you dare?
Yeah. Yeah, they are pests. I love them, really.
Yeah, it's like you saw my bit of review, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, bloody cats.
Yeah.
Done my head in that. I tell you, it just meowed, and I didn't even think I was on camera. I just reacted. I thought, oops. I'll have RSPCA onto me now.
Yeah, as long as we don't all go around doing a Kurt Zoomer on our cats, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think we'll be safe. Yeah.
I love them, really, but yeah, they can be a menace. They really can.
Yeah.
Bless them.
Paul Greenwood wants one of them glasses as well.
Yeah, go Asda. That's where I got mine.
£4, isn't they?
Yeah.
Or to get them free if you buy a 12
Yeah,
pack or something.
They're £4, but yeah, I think if you buy a 12-pack, you get it free.
Yeah.
I didn't buy a 12-pack.
Slurpy's in. How are
Slurp.
you, Dave? He's a fair chap, isn't he?
Yeah.
Dave's saying hello to Slurpy. Dave said, Slurpy saying hello to Paul. Slurpy saying hello to Dave. Mark saying hello to Slurpy. Jesus Christ, Slurpy saying hello to Mark. There's lots of hellos going on.
No harm in that.
Oh. Paul Greenwood's looking forward to the beer fest.
Good.
I'm taking he's on about this one. Mark's gobbing off like every partner.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah. She's not in the room now, so yeah, she gobs off.
Yeah.
She even gobs off in her sleep. It's hilarious.
I'll tell you what, that could have been very dangerous how you said that.
Yeah. That should be for lucky.
Very dangerous thing to say. Oh, Mark saying hello to Slurpee. Right, okay. Slurpy's having a chat with Paul, so we'll leave them because they would have seen them. Here he is, David Thompson. I had a feeling he was going to crop up somewhere. Scott come on and give me abuse about, what did it be, an hour ago? And I was fully expecting him to come up straight after with a bit more abuse, but he didn't. You know that Bazary hates the co-ops and petrol stations. I do. Yeah. Everyone hates co-ops and petrol stations.
You've got a petrol station near you that sells amazing craft beer, though, haven't you?
Oh, that one, yeah. But I wouldn't go there to fill my van up.
No.
Because it's like 8 miles out my way. And I think they're dearer than Morrison's as well. Oh, dear.
That's in
That was Darth Vader talking to you.
That'd be my son, wouldn't it? He's got a deep voice.
Oh.
He really has. He's 17. He's 6'1", way taller than me. I'm only 5'8". I'm sure he's not mine. And he's got a really deep voice. Quite amusing.
Well, you know they've dropped then.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Some more hellos going on. Yeah. Oh, he's just. Look at that. Hey. There we go. More hellos and all that. They'll be seeing all these, so it's all right for them. My God. Yada.
So is the Isle of Man Beer Festival a pretty big event then?
Are you asking me or are you asking Slurpee? I'm guessing you're asking Slurpee.
I'm asking Slurpee, really, I suppose.
Or anyone.
Yeah,
I don't know myself.
I've never been. But yeah. I bet it's a big event. That'd be good.
I wouldn't mind going there, actually. I don't know why. For some reason, I never thought the Isle of Man was where it is.
Yeah, I know. I've made that mistake as well. But,
you could just kind of think it's sort of like, well, either way up or way down, didn't you? You don't kind of think it's in the middle somewhere, do you, at the side?
No.
Mental. That's why I never passed geography. I have trouble getting out me close. Never mind. Bloody. Oh, dear. Now, wrong with a couple of pussies. He's got 4.
Have to fight it off. Fight them off. Pussy everywhere.
That's a fluff fest, that is. Try saying that when you've had 6 beers. There we go. They're still going on about their thingy there. Bloody hell. It's a fair chat, isn't it? Right, let's get on to the bit. Hey, Baz, I had to change it. Was going to be Goblin. Well, I'm glad you said it and not me.
Indeed.
There we go. Kenny Jones in. Oh, hang on. There we go. You know what I'm like here. Kenny Jones in.
Hey, Kenny, how are you, mate? Hope you're well.
Yes, and you, pal. And him. I know. I'm just talking rubbish. I know what I meant to say, but I'm saying the same as Chris. But it's just all coming out wrong. What a day to have a bad day. So yeah, Kenny's in. There you go. Paul T. Beer Ruse. Didn't want to miss out though. He's on the Edelweiss bottles.
Nice. Very nice.
Scott's on his way, he promised. Don't worry, Scott, mate, because we haven't even done our 2 beers yet.
Plenty of time.
Once we do them, I'll bang you on there. So
be careful about banging, Scott.
Yeah. especially when you're newly married. Dave saying hello to Kenny. Scott's in the slowest Uber ever. Oh dear. Do Baz and Chris like Theakston Old Peculiar? I reviewed on chance. Yes, belted. I'll tell you what. I don't know if you. I've done surveys and that where they ask you, "Or what would you like to see on the machines?"
Yeah,
that would be one of them.
Yeah, I do like. I don't buy it very often, but when I do buy it, I do enjoy it.
Yeah. It's a cracking ale, isn't it?
Proper cracking ale that's kind of stood time, really, isn't it? It's not. I don't think it's been overly tampered with. I find it just a good beer all round.
Got plenty of flavour in, isn't it? Plenty of flavour. Yeah. There's nothing sort of like. Not one, sometimes you can have a beer, can you? It leaves a bit of a nasty aftertaste.
Yeah.
And for me, that doesn't do it. So that's one I'd like to see on the machine.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
That'd be great. Yeah, something like that, because there's no real sort of English ales on these machines.
No, there isn't, and that needs addressing, doesn't it? That does.
Yeah. Bass was out on the PD a few years ago.
Oh, was it?
And that was actually quite nice. That was. I'll tell you what, nothing like the bottle. Nothing like the bottle.
Yeah, we need some proper ales on the PD.
Yeah. There's got to be some out there we can have.
Yeah.
Beer Hawk, get onto it.
Yeah, Beer Hawk need to, because I like ales, and I think bitters are starting to make a bit of a resurgence. So yeah, they should jump on the bandwagon, get some good bitters and good ales on them.
Never mind all these 3.5% beers.
Yeah, fuck them.
Paul Greenwood agrees. Belting beer.
Yeah, it is.
Fine dining. Hang on, the bloody notifications coming up. It's a nightmare. Are you doing this on your phone? Yeah.
No, I don't do them on my phone. I've got a Chromebook similar to a laptop. It's not a particularly fancy one, but it does the job. I joined a live last weekend. I joined Scott and Dean on their live.
Yeah.
When I was in Norfolk last weekend, and I did that on my phone, and it just completely freaked me out because you can't see the comments. You have to flick, didn't you? So yeah.
I've got these down the side, so it's not so bad. But if you get a message or anything, like you messaged, and I think I went to click on it, and my fucking StreamYard went. I was like, oh no. So I'm too scared now to touch anything because I don't expect to get messages or have to reply to anyone while I'm doing a live. But when the person you're supposed to be doing a live with messages you, how do you respond to it?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, well, like I say, I've just got something that's called a Chromebook, which is similar to a laptop. They're not expensive Chromebooks, and it does the job. Yeah.
I have no trouble with this generally, to be honest. I don't have any trouble. But I've got a message up there now, and I'm wondering if that's Scott that's messaged me. And then he's come on and said, I'll be there in a bit, because he knows I haven't done that bit. So
maybe.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got an interesting one coming up soon.
Yeah, we are.
Fine dining. Hey, we made it. Congrats. Big 2-year anniversary. Thank you. Thank you very much. Always tuning in as well. These are much appreciated. Mark Jones.
What is
there you go.
Irish theme? What's your favourite Irish beer? That's quite tricky. I had quite a relatively nice stout. I can't remember what it's bloody called. It's driving me nuts. They do a red ale as well. That was quite nice. I reviewed it. That was quite nice.
Carlo Brewing.
Yeah, it might have been from Carlo Brewing actually. It was a nitro stout as well. That was quite a nice stout actually.
Yeah.
But there's something, I think White Hag Brewery. They're from Ireland, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I've had a couple of beers from White Hag, and they were really good as well. Really, really good. So, but to have a particular, I haven't really got one. Really.
No.
I couldn't say what's my favourite English beer either. I couldn't really answer that question. So
no.
But I've had some nice beers out of Ireland. Certainly from White Hag Brewery, I have. Yeah.
I've not had much Irish stuff really. I got asked the same question before.
Yeah.
And my extent of Irish beer is probably the Carlo Brewing one, the Irish Stout in Marks and Spencers, and Guinness. And then you've got like Caffrey's or Murphy's, and all that lot. Yeah. But that's about the extent of my Irish beer. So I need to try some.
Yeah.
You need to try some. Because you can get hold of them all now, can't you?
No,
Thomas wants to ask you about bottle shops.
you can ask away. You can ask. If you want to talk about them, Thomas, come on, mate. You talk about them.
I think you don't want to know then.
I think most people know my opinion.
What's wrong with them?
There's no such thing.
Oh, Slurpy Dave said no, Thomas. It's an off license. Here we go.
That's right, Dave. It's an off license.
Or up north, we call it an offie. To be honest, when I was down south, we used to call it an offie.
They're known as an offie down south. As O'Hara's, that's the one.
Ah, there you are.
That was nice. Yeah, I did like that.
Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't that one.
No, it was O'Hara's.
He knows now. John.
Yeah, Kenny's got a lot of beers in his fridge.
Has he?
Yeah, he put something on one of my videos the other day saying, I'm sure he did. Yeah, he did. So he's got 30 beers in his fridge, 30 beers that he's never had before. So that's a delight. Enjoy them, Kenny.
He wants to do a channel.
Yeah, he should.
Or send them to us.
Yeah, if you want to do that, Kenny, you want to send some of your 30 beers to us for review?
Yeah, be all right with it.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Here we go. We've got a little Slurpee joke. Oh, dear. Dave, if you start telling jokes like that, you're going to have to leave. That's terrible. That's not even a funny dad joke, that one. Even Mark knows the crack. Look. Terrible.
That was a terrible one.
Oh, how you doing with your beer, Chris?
Yeah, I'm done on that beer, so I'm well ready for this one.
You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it. Let me just
Which one do you want to go for first?
Let me just duck down into my fridge and find them.
Okay.
That was easy. They were in the door, so that was easy. Fucking hell, now I've got wires everywhere.
Yeah.
So what have we got? We got the lager, haven't we, and the session IPA.
Yeah. I'll let you make the choice, Mon.
Should we go lager first?
We'll go lager then, yeah.
Let's do that.
Mark Jones is telling you you've gone to the cellar for a beer.
It looks like that, doesn't it? Because it is literally right
Did you have
under here. Literally. Because my bar is like one of those super high tables, and my fridge fits perfectly underneath it. So yeah, I do have to duck down to get beer.
You should do one of them silly walks where you disappear, shouldn't you?
Yeah, going down in stages.
That's it, yeah. And then just get bigger as they come back up. So, as I've said to them all, Buckskin Lager, Wild Horse Brewing Co. They're out of Llandudno.
Llandudno?
Yep, I don't say it properly because I'm English. Yeah, 4.5%. Let's crack her open.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to whack it in the big Birra Moretti glass.
I've got it in my Wild Horse Brewing glass.
No, I say.
Yeah, I was snobbing. That's why I got 70 shelves.
Yeah, that's why you had to rebuild your bar.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And I had nothing else to do for a week.
It looks good though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Little haze to it, I'm getting.
Yeah, that's got a bit of a haze, isn't it?
It's almost IPA looking, isn't it? A little bit.
It definitely has got a haze. Quite sort of lemony in colour.
Yeah.
I mean, the carbonation of mine is mental because this is one of those nucleated glasses.
Yeah.
And
I've got a bit going up. Mine's not like that, but it's there's a few bubbles going up in there.
I mean, that is mental.
Can't see my dirty hand marks on it.
That's nuts.
But no. And yeah, mental, isn't it? Right then. Dive in.
Have a sniff.
Yeah, Chris.
Have a sniff.
Yeah, sniff first. I'm getting carried away.
Sniff. Fucking hell, I'm struggling.
A little bit of lemon in there. That sort of little citrusy lemon thing.
Yeah,
A little bit malty.
I get malt, and that's about all I'm getting.
Yeah, well, I'm getting that sort of little lemon sort of hit that you get, but not an awful lot in there. Don't smell bad, but I wouldn't say it smells fantastic for yourself. Get a bit more in anyway.
Yeah,
Let's have
a taste.
Let's have a taste, and you can tell us what you think first.
Cool. Cheers, and well done on 2 years, mate. Bready. Definitely bready.
Yeah, I was getting that. I got to admit, I've just had dry pour, I have, so I'm just wondering whether that's hindering a bit of it. But that was my first impression as well.
It's nice and clean. Quite crisp.
Yeah,
That's quite, yeah, I quite like that.
like bready, little sweet bready maltiness in it. Wow,
Yeah, it's got sweetness.
a little sweetness, but the bready thing is the big thing that sort of comes through.
Yeah, it's very bready. Very slight kind of bitter finish at the back.
Yeah,
Has got a sweetness to it. See, I didn't get any citrus on the aroma, but I do get citrus on the taste.
yeah, it's that little lemon thing for me, I think.
Yeah, it's very light, the citrus.
Yeah,
And there's a pepperiness. Definitely a pepperiness at the back.
on the back, yeah. It drinks quite light, doesn't it?
Does drink light. Mouth feels quite light.
But I actually think it's light when you drink it, but I think it feels quite heavy, if that makes any sense.
It does make sense.
It drinks
It's
like a light beer, but feels a bit weighty.
The carbonation's good.
Yeah, I find it maybe a little bit not medium. It's on the high side, I would say.
Yeah, that's actually quite good.
It's not bad, is it? There's nothing nasty in there, I would say.
No. And I think with lagers, I think they're very difficult to get bang on. There's nowhere to hide with a lager, is there?
No, they're a simple style.
Yeah. And for, like you say, for a simple style beer, that's nice. How much does that cost?
This was, I think, trying to think what it was now. The pair of them was £6.
All right.
So I think this was about £2.50.
Yeah, that's plenty drink.
£2.75 that was. That's from the brewery as well.
All right.
So you do, sometimes you pay a bit more than you from the brewery.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's got a nice, delicate, peppery finish to it, which I like. I don't know if that's the Czech hops that are doing that, but it is nice. It is refreshing. It is clean. It's crisp. That's just a decent lager.
yeah, I would say for me, when you think of the big sort of German lagers that are a bit heavier and a bit bolder,
Yeah.
this is along them lines, but just
Yeah.
toned down, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. I mean, and when you compare that, so the other day, a couple of days ago, I reviewed that Heineken Silver, which is 4%. This is 4.5%. They're two completely different lagers.
Yeah.
That's got a lot more about it than
Yeah.
that Heineken Silver that I reviewed. Yeah, that just feels well made.
Yeah, it feels like a decent beer, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It goes down easy anyway, I know that.
Yeah, it's going down quite quick.
That's all I got left.
I know. That's gone down quick. But that's what you want with sometimes with just a good, easy drinking lager is, you know, they're clean, they're refreshing, and that just takes you back. It just makes you keep drinking it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what you want and what you need. But then you end up getting a bit bloated and then you're in the toilet in 2 minutes.
That's the problem, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that'd be a nice one on a hot day, wouldn't it?
That'd be lovely on a hot day. Yeah. That's a smashing beer on a hot day, that is.
It's got that little bit of it's got that summer easy drinking side to it, but it's also got the flavour.
Yeah, I'd happily
It's kind of best of
do
both
it
worlds.
on a hot day. Yeah, I like that.
You like that one?
Mm.
Good choice then for you, wasn't it?
Was a good choice, mate. It was. And it is. It's just really clean and crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. And I've never had anything from these guys before. Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, good shout. Thank you.
They're worth having a dabble at, actually.
Yeah,
I've had
no.
a couple that I thought were mediocre,
Yeah.
but I've had a couple of really good ones. And I think they said to me when I went there, I think they're going to have like maybe 6 in their core range. I think which I think that and that are part of their core ones. But I think they said that they're looking at releasing, I don't know, 4 or 6 a month, one-off brews.
No, nice.
To try and mix it up. So
Yeah.
I have a look out for them as well. And I think their postage, if anyone who's watching might be interested, even maybe you,
Yeah.
$5.95 I think for a case
Fair enough.
postage, which is standard sort of.
Yeah. Standard price, isn't it, really?
Yeah. And I bought oh, what was it? 6 beers, I think, 23 quid.
Yeah.
So, and some of them were big ones.
Fair enough.
I think these 2 were in there.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of 6% ones. There was an 8.5% double IPA, I think it was.
Yeah,
And
nice.
something else. So it's
What about
not too bad.
What about the sour that you sent me? I've still got that. Is that
Oh, the Salopian.
is that Salopian, is it?
Not Salopian, Stonehouse. Sorry.
Oh, is it Stonehouse? Yeah, I've still got that to review. That's
That'll be interesting to see what you think of that.
and I want to review that when the weather's a bit warmer.
Yeah.
Just waiting. And we had lovely weather last week, but I was away for most of it. So I was hoping that weather was going to continue into this week, and I was going to review it because I love sours, as you know, but they're great in hot weather. So I'm just trying to wait for the right moment to review that.
No, that'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, so I've been saving it and waiting. But it will get reviewed.
Because they're a traditional brewery. But they were telling me when I was talking to the bloke who owns the place, he was saying when COVID hit, his lad was looking at doing different things. Hey, missus. That's it, me missus. See, it's not just you, Chris. I get disturbed as well. Have you got anything to say, babe?
Hello.
Hello.
Have you got anything else to say?
No, I
Do you want to tell the world anything?
No, I won't.
Get it off your chest. No?
No. Harry's got a big cock, really.
I'm glad we rectified that issue.
Yeah,
It's on camera now.
that's it, yeah. I bet Wanda won't be sharing that with Scott, will she? They won't be saving me manhood now.
Brilliant.
Oh, dear. Scott's waiting to come in, actually.
Get him in.
Shall I invite him in? Let's get him in.
Get him in.
Here we go. Here he is. Oh, that's it. I think that's what we're doing it.
Well, he ain't here yet.
There we go. He's in now.
I certainly didn't marry him for his money, put it that way.
Yeah.
His money or did she say money or belly? I couldn't quite hear.
Yeah. Yeah, you've joined in at the wrong time, Scott, I tell you.
I don't come here to be insulted. I can stay at home for that. You got it right.
Scott's on now. Let me give Scott a quick hello.
Hi, Scott.
How
yeah.
are you doing?
Hello.
That's enough. Don't want to scare him.
Living on the fucking edge there, mate, isn't you? Jesus
Get back on the fireplace, babe. Keep the kids away.
At the front door.
I'm getting battered now. Getting beaten up.
Wonder Barry's getting beaten up by Danielle.
Yeah. She's going, yes, about time. How are you, Scott?
I'm very well, mate. Yourself? Congratulations
Yes.
on 2 years. I know we've known each other slightly longer than 2 years. In all honesty,
Yeah.
Obviously, you messaged myself and Wander on Facebook beforehand, and hang on, just to turn my camera up, it looks like I'm a bit fucking louder than you.
Turn your volume up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, my volume is it a bit low, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is probably a good thing, to be fair.
She told me not. She told me not to shout. It's their bloody earphones. They're probably rubbish if I'm all honestly. But I'm using my phone because I can't be asked to set my laptop up.
Fair enough.
So am I, Scott. Don't worry about it, man.
But yeah, so we've known each other sort of slightly longer than 2 years, Baz. You messaged me and Wander on Facebook after a bit of advice. Fuck knows what you came to me for, but you did. Bless you. Bless you. And I know I take the piss out of you, but I've got a lot of time for you. And I've said more often than not that if I'm taking the piss out of you, it means I like you. Dean's the odd exception to the rule. I just don't want to upset the man because I love him to bits.
Dean's the odd exception. You just don't like him anyway.
Don't like him at all. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, mate, and to see your channel grow quite nicely, and to be even just a little part of that, mate, it's nice, to be fair.
No. I don't know what to say about that, really.
I was going to say,
I got all quiet.
What I'll do now is I'll resort to time and just call you a fucking cunt.
Yeah. Well, every time I get mail now in the post, it just says cunt.
Yeah. At least the post office have clocked on as well.
Yeah.
They started scrubbing your name out. Just put
Yeah,
in.
cunt. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, spazans.
You're actually in my phone as spazans.
Oh, cheers. I don't know why you're laughing, Chris. You're down as cunt still.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I've got up a level.
You know where you stand with that, don't you? It's simple.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Scott treats everyone the same. Everyone's a cunt.
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah.
It'll be really loud.
I've been told off for being really loud, apparently. I've only been in for fucking 30 seconds.
Like, literally shouting.
I know because I've got earphones in, lovely.
I know, but you don't realise how loud you're actually being at the minute.
Okay, I've been told off
Uh-oh.
by the
I
wife.
wonder.
But okay, I'll keep it down, lovely. It's only 'cause your earphones are shit.
Well, as response to you, Scott, it's been a pleasure knowing you, mate. Anyway,
Yeah,
and yes, you've been lots of help and everything.
Whatever.
He was great. So, yeah.
Well, do you know what? I go back to Dean. I've said this on loads of lives. To be fair, I go back to the kindness that Dean showed me, and Wanda. The fact that he was the first person to get us on his channel, and I've never forgot that. And I'm lucky that the channel's done okay. And if I could pass down to anybody, I'll try and do that. And I think it's the right thing to do.
I think you've got to, and you know, it's a lot nicer having a nicer community than the other side of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I won't dip into too much, but
Yeah.
it's a lot easier when you're getting on with it that way.
Look, I like to get on with people. Sadly, people don't like to get on with me. Simple as that. I don't think I like to think I'm fairly straightforward. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Scott's got a bit of woman in him, isn't he? You can
So
tell.
I'm just going to take my earphone. What was that, Wanda? Wanda.
He wants to admit he's
Did you say
wrong,
something?
but he can't.
Apparently I don't. Yeah, but apparently I don't help matters.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
Life's too short, isn't it? Life's too short.
Certainly
So, what
is.
you been drinking, Scott?
We've been down to probably our favourite place to go in Pompey, the Brewer's Tap. Wanda's. If Wanda sees this anywhere, I mean, she would beat Usain Bolt over 100 meters if she sees Bueno anywhere. I mean, the woman's she's like a rocket. So she's had a couple of them. I've had a can of Umbard's. It's called Dank Juice, I think it's called, which is borderline West Coast IPA. Very nice.
Yeah.
I've had a 2/3 of Lost and Grounded's Keller Pills, which is for me. If I see Keller Pills anywhere, I'm gonna have some of that because I do like the Keller Pills. And Dave, who owns and runs South Sea Brewers Tap, doesn't make any lager. or a Pilsner. He said, because he said, why would I when that's the best craft Pilsner going? He said, I can't compete with that, so I'm not even going to bother trying. So I had a third out. I've come home with a can of South Sea Brewing Company's Casemate, which is their IPA, which is loosely based on Punk IPA, but it's Dave's own take on an IPA. That's what got him into it. It's a nice beer. And then I've got
Fucking hell, I got to be back at work Monday.
You asked, cunt. And I've got their other one there, X-Ray Specs.
Cool artwork.
Double dry hopped. Great beers. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going now.
Well, I've had a couple of dry pours.
Oh, fucking all right.
And then we've just done that. Hang on, where we are.
Buckskin Lager. What's that like?
It's nice.
That's right, was it?
Decent. Wild Horse Brewing Co. Yeah, it's decent. It's only a light, 4.5%, so it's quite light, really, isn't it? In percentage. Wild Horse Brewing Co.
I've never. Where are they from?
Llandudno.
Llandudno.
Oh, wait.
Where's that?
That's in Wales somewhere.
Oh, I've never heard of it. Don't get in trouble.
Get in trouble.
Yeah.
And Chris has been on the Moretti as well.
And the Moretti, do you know what? I don't mind a Moretti. If there's nothing else to drink, I'm okay with a Moretti.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's inoffensive.
No. It's quite easy to drink, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a keg of it for me.
Fucking hell, all right, mate. I'm going that far. Jesus Christ!
I'll send some of it down to you.
Did either of you pull the trigger on the Bud Light?
Not yet.
No, I can't do that.
I can't. I've looked at it. I've got enough beer tokens to get it down for about 10 quid, and it just I had it in the basket ready to go, and I'm like I can't do it.
No,
I'll give it a dabble.
Well, no, I won't buy it. I'm not. I just can't. I mean, Budweiser itself's crap, let alone a light version. No.
Yeah.
In all fairness, I didn't think it was that bad on the PD, the Bud.
Yeah, but you're just weird.
Yeah, he's weird.
Well, no, I don't know. I think some beers really do get slated before they're tried, don't they? And I actually thought the Bud was okay. It's different to bottles.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think some beers are almost guilty by reputation.
Oh, yeah.
And some like Moretti and stuff like that. There's a
It's
place
not a
for
great
everything.
beer, don't get me wrong.
No,
but
if it's not a great beer, why would you buy the light version?
well, exactly. That's why I didn't.
It wasn't great, but it was all right. That's the thing. And to be honest, I'd buy the light one because I want to try every beer anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't deny that, yes, there's going to be some of it for YouTube.
Yeah, very true.
I can't deny that. I'd be lying if I was.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I think we're all in a position that we've all. I've got one in the fridge. I've got Brewdog Silk Road sat in the fridge. One of this new in Morrison's. I've bought it simply because I want to put it on the channel. Am I going to like it? I don't know. I'm probably not going to. But I bought it just for the channel. I think we've all been in a position where we've bought stuff that we don't necessarily want to drink, but we buy it for that reason. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as you're honest about why you've done it.
Yeah. Well, I've done nearly every keg now, anyway.
Well, I know you have.
I've done all them over 4 years. So I've been going for all the kegs.
Yeah.
Before I was even doing any of this, and that's what I always intended to do, because that's the reason I bought it, because there was beers you were getting on this that you at the time you wouldn't see anywhere.
Yeah.
I got asked
So
a question.
it was a journey.
This is a great question, and I was asked the question by a complete fucking idiot earlier. Dave, the believer. Complete fucking.
I fully expected me to get named then,
No,
just out of being a bully.
absolute idiot of a man. But it was a great question, and he said to me, "Do you think the craft beer fad is over?"
Mm. That's a good question.
It's a good question.
That is a really good question.
I said no because obviously it's always changing. Excuse me. Obviously, you got the big thing at the moment is everyone's using fucking cryo hops and sort of doing all these other bits and pieces. So it's always changing. But as David Freely bit, you met him, Baz. He's a traditional old school beer drinker. And I said, I tell you what, Dave, the easiest answer to that is to put in where you live and look at craft bars and breweries near where you live. And I said, and go to one of them. And I'll tell you now, craft beer fad isn't over. It just evolves and changes.
I think it's peaked, hasn't it?
I think it has peaked. Yeah,
it's peaked, and I think it's either slightly on the downward, I would say, or it's leveled off. I think they've exhausted, because you've got IPAs, pale ales. They've exhausted some of these styles. I think
I don't know about you guys. I see more. It's not a style that I particularly like or head towards, but the sour style is where the invention is at the moment, and what they're doing with sours. And I get it. I had one the other night. It was a fried egg lemon meringue sour.
A fried egg.
So it's a play on words.
Is this April Fools? I've had somebody on here talking to me about banana fucking flavors.
No.
And I didn't know whether to take them seriously. And now you're talking about fried egg fucking sours.
I'll send you on the WhatsApp group. I'll send you the pic. It's from Playbrew. So obviously the fried egg lemon meringue. The fried egg is the sweet. So it's the old fried egg sweets. But the funny thing is, I can't remember, when did we have that, Wanda? Sometime in the week. I think it was over Wednesday or Thursday. We popped down there, and I said to Wanda, I said, I'm not a sour fan. I picked it up for shits and giggles. I haven't reviewed it. Just sat and had it in the tap because it intrigued me, and opened it up, and it smells fucking rotten. It smells rotten. It smells horrible. Right? I'm not gonna lie. It smells fucking awful. But when you take your taste and you get that lemon, it's all lemon, and there's not a massive tartness to it. It's not a massive sourness to it. I said to Wanda, take it. She's like, oh, I'm not tasting that. It smells horrible. It smells horrible. So just take a taste of it. And she took a taste of it. She's like, I actually quite like that. And it's a mind bender. Because you see fried egg on there, and you think I ain't fucking drinking that. But it was quite nice actually. Really, really nice. I wish I'd have reviewed it now. To be fair,
it's mental. Mental. I think there's some styles they could sort of work on a bit more. Black IPAs is one that
I like a black IPA.
Doesn't get used enough. I don't think.
No, I agree. Southsea Brewing do one called Light Sound.
Yeah,
hang on.
Top draw.
Yeah, I like a black IPA. Mad Squirrel did a black IPA that was just incredible. And I don't think I reviewed it. But yeah, I've drunk it so many times. I don't know why I haven't reviewed it. But absolutely solid beer. Really, really good.
I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you feel about this. And I know Barry's slightly different on this one because obviously of his channel. About reviewing beers that you've had. So I always like to go into something... try to go into something first time. So it's the first time I've had that. And I'm almost a bit funny about reviewing something I've had before. I don't know if that's a mental thing. And if I have had it before, I'll always say, look, I've had this before. I've had it on tap. I've had a can, etc., etc. But I don't know where you guys stand on that.
I don't think it really matters. Like, just for example, the Mad Squirrel Black IPA. I've had that so many times. And I should review it. And if I see it again, I probably will review it. But I'd probably say most of my beers are not ones that I've had before that I review. As a general rule, they're normally beers I haven't had before.
Yeah.
But I've got no issues with reviewing beers that I have had.
No.
Not that I think there's anything wrong with doing that.
No, I think I'm of the same opinion, really. I mean, obviously at the start, it was a little bit different, certainly with the PD kegs, because there was a lot I'd had.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no. I think you'd rather maybe review them when you hadn't had them, but I don't find it an issue. I think you think of that, what you think of that beer is what you think of that beer. And, next time it could be different. So I don't think there's any issue.
I think it's an interesting point. I always say if I've had it before, I've had it. What I like to try and do is, it's just a personal thing, is go into something blind. I like to go into things blind that I've got no preconception of it. I've got that fucking brewdog in there. She's laughing at. What are you laughing at? Making noises. She's chuckling away to herself. I like, especially the brewdog stuff. But the trouble is now, and I saw Chris's video. Huh?
She's just heard the bit where my missus come in and said I got a big willy.
No, she doesn't believe it. She's met me. I've got that Silk Road. I saw Chris's review of the Way Out. Is it Way Out West?
Yeah, Way Out West. It can stay Way Out West as well.
Everything from Brewdog now, it's just fucking rubbish. It is. It's rubbish. So I'm going in there now. What's it? A mango and lychee IP. It's gonna be shit. It's gonna be shit. I just know it's gonna be shit. And I don't like going in with a preconception now, but with Brewdog, I'm almost resigned to the fact it's going to be fucking rubbish.
Yeah.
If you dare tell me on that video you get lychee.
I've never had a fucking lychee. I mean, who picks lychee out of a fucking beer?
I'll tell you what, I'm always in Sainsbury's, and you'll hear me down the aisle. Danielle, we need 3 lychees. Pick them up, will you?
Lychees. I'm going to go around. I'm going to video myself going around sniffing all the fruit.
Fruit sniffer.
Fruit sniffer. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's fucking mental. I mean, there's I don't get it. I don't. We could all pick certain bits up, but come on now.
You got 50 million comments up here now. Try and catch up with something.
My mum always told me not to exaggerate. She told me 50,000 billion times. And then she died.
Selfishly.
Yeah, very selfish. As I might have said at the wedding.
Yeah, I think you did mention it. Yeah, let's see what he said. Yeah, I've had a few bad ones lately. I don't know if you notice that when you review beers, if you kind of look through what you've done and you kind of think, ooh, that was shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was shit. And then you scroll down and you think, fucking hell, I've had a lot of shit beer lately.
I think it goes in cycles as well, where you pick a few up and they're all fucking rubbish.
Yeah.
I did a Kapaki. I think I did 3 on the trot that were fucking awful. And someone even commented saying, surely the bad run's got to come to an end at some point.
Yeah.
And I went on a run where I had quite a few bad beers. I think it was like 4 or 5 on the trot. And then afterwards, after I'd done about the 4th or 5th one, I thought, are people going to start commenting, do I actually like beer?
Yeah.
I was just slating every beer I was having. And I thought, people are going to think I just don't actually like beer and why am I reviewing them? But it happens, doesn't it? And we have to be honest, don't we? That's the other thing. We've got to be honest about it.
I think so. And it's really hard. Where we're at the moment, Wanda won't review IPAs or anything like that. There's no point. She doesn't like them. So we're at a stage now where she'll jump in with stouts and things like that. Whereas I can sit there and I haven't torn anything apart for ages. I think the last one I tore apart was that fucking Mango number 5 or whatever it was called.
Mango number 5.
Jesus fucking Christ! I mean, come on, just dreadful.
That's cringeworthy.
Oh, just dread. And I think I even put Mambo number 5. like singing. and it's like it's got all this spiel down the side of put your disco shoes on, and I looked down and I think I said, I've got my trainers on.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck off.
Mark, you're not the first one to say this.
Now I know why you called yourself no. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. John should now say Welsh names correctly. He's from Wrexham.
It's like a Scrabble language. It's like just
Scrabble language, yeah.
Fucking all the fucking letters up in the air and come up with words.
Oh, dear. That's funny, that is. Du-du-du-du-du.
Guys, I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. I'm going to have my dinner. And then I'm playing quizzes with Wanda. And if I don't beat her, we're getting divorced tomorrow.
That was quick.
2 weeks today. We've done quite
It was
well,
7
haven't
days.
we?
It was 7 days longer than I thought.
Wanda's loving it. Shut your face, you cunt.
So, are you taking her to Disneyland then, Scott?
Sorry?
Are you taking her to Disneyland then? Have you agreed to that now?
Wanda, right, come here. Wanda, can you come here for 2 seconds?
If you're going there, I'll have my money back. I can't even afford to go there.
Do I, lovey? She's got curry all over her face, apparently.
Oh, there's so many comments.
Attractive.
Am I taking you to Disneyland? Oh, please. This is the actual truth, right? I'm going to whisper this because no one else is watching. I've got to take the 12th off. So April the 12th, right? I have to try and get off work so I can take this fucking lunatic. Shut up. I've got to take this fucking lunatic to London, right? Because they're doing a Disneyland thing where you've got a QR code at St. Pancras and she can win a free holiday to fucking Disneyland. So I've got to take that day off to download a code for her to go there for disappointment.
What you want to do, Scott?
I'm hoping we win because I haven't got to pay for it then.
Get someone to drive your van round that roundabout all day,
Yeah.
and then you
Okay.
just disappear.
Yeah, I am. There shouldn't be a problem getting the day off, but and then we've got yeah. Just fucking, thanks. But it should be good. It'll be fun. She wants to go, and can we go to the Disney store?
Oh, you'd be light then, wouldn't you? You'll be light then.
Well, they closed the one at Southampton. Do you know what? The one in Southampton took more than one in Oxford Street, and they closed the fucking thing down. They closed them all down. It's Disney.
No.
Anyway,
So in answer to the question,
Yes.
it's no, isn't it? You haven't agreed to it yet.
I think what we're trying. I think what we're going to try and do is I think I'd like to go to. I'd like to go to Prague. I think I think I've sold Wonder on Prague as a really nice place to go as a city.
Yeah.
As long as she can go to Disney. So I think we're juggling. Juggling at the minute.
Well, if you go to Prague, go to the Quack Bar.
Pit stop to Disney overnight and then Prague. I think that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, good move. Good
Do it.
move.
I'll be happy. As long as I see the show at 11 o'clock.
As long as she sees the show at 11 o'clock,
With the champagne.
I'll show it on the phone.
With Disney champagne.
Disney champagne, yeah.
Grass.
Yeah.
That would be a dream come
A
true.
dream come true.
He'll be doing it live just to fund it.
I'll do it, yeah. Well, if I can do it live, yeah, try and get some money back.
A watch along.
I've got the boxing. What's it boxing in 2 weeks? Fucking hell. Anyway.
Dave's out with his bad jokes again.
Did you
Oh, yeah, here's one for you, Scott.
go on then. Will you please cunt? Invite him, block him, fucking idiot. I'm very lucky. I've got you guys. I've got Dean. I've got Barry. No, you're Barry. I've got Chris and
Yes, I am.
Dave.
Well done.
I've got I'm lucky. I've made some very good friends from YouTube. People in the certain people in the chat as well. I count myself as very lucky. I do.
Yeah.
I made some fucking
It's fun, isn't
enemies
it?
as well, but that's fine.
Not many, though, have you?
Huh? What'd you say? Oh, she's having a go now. What did you say? Hang on, two. What did you say, Wanda?
Through people's actions.
Yeah, arseholes, she said.
Well, funny enough, this one here, Dean was invited. I sent him the link, but
Through the bit. Now, Dean's away with Gemma. Love Dean. He's and that's Gene. Who the fucking hell's Gene? When,
how many you had?
I've only had 2.5. Fucking hell.
Too many.
Better not be calling me Gene later. Divorce on the car, definitely on the cars at that point. I've got so many fantastic memories from the wedding. Obviously, Wanda looked fantastic all the day. Meeting Baz the night before. Huh? It's like having a parrot on your shoulder. Bless her. Come and talk. Warming up. Meeting Barry the night before. Putting Chris to bed because he was absolutely bollocksed. Absolutely fucking hammered. Properly hammered. Huh? I wasn't hammered. I was fine.
I showed all the lads from darts last night that video.
I was hilarious. I did have a headache. Yeah, I did. And actually meeting Dean was a pleasure. I met up with Dean the next day very quickly for a quick point, and it was just nice, really, really nice to put a friendship that's been made. Like, and also I said to Chris, if I'd known you a bit longer, you would probably be in there as well, mate. And it's been lovely. It's been lovely. It really has. I'm very lucky.
I think Chris is lucky as well. Scott's not what he is. Not what you expect, eh? Trust me. When you meet him in real life, he's a disappointment.
It was. I noticed obviously that I call it a beer review that we did. I think complete fucking shit show. And I gave it to. I said to you two, you or Dean, who wants it? It's like, well, it's on your channel, so I don't want it. I said it's my gift to whoever wants to take it for being my friend. Just take the fucking video. And I think Dean's got over 1,000 views off of it, and that just it gladdens my heart. It really does, because Dean's the nicest man you'll ever meet.
It was quite funny because, we was doing all the snipping. I watched it back, even though you remember it anyway, didn't you?
No.
And I went, fleshy blood orange. Dave goes, fucking fleshy blood orange. Where the fuck did you get that from?
the bit I didn't get. See, I'd sent it a couple of times because it's on my phone. And I sent it over to Dean saying, "Do what you want with it. Don't care." And the funniest bit for me, and it's an ongoing joke with Dave, is I introduce us all. So like, this is Dean, Baz, blah blah blah, and I'm Scott from Scott and Wanda as well. And Dave goes, "Who?"
Yeah, I think there was a few sarky comments and
yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, Baz, 2 years, mate. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. I'm empty.
Wanda says, well done, Baz, little Willie.
Thank you, Wanda. Less of the little Willie though.
She said, call it small cock.
Small cock. I've got that rare bloody disease thing.
Oh, it comes.
Not smallpox, smallpox.
Hang on. You have to talk to this, lovely.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Barry,
Hello.
I think you know me well enough not to say those bits.
Yeah, I do.
You know, half that conversation was from Scott, right?
Yeah.
That was.
I'm saying nothing. Nothing to do with you, was it, Wanda?
Certainly weren't. It was all him. He even done a video on it. I was like, Barry, I didn't stuck up for you, Barry. I said, that's mean. Stop it.
You didn't.
I did.
You've gone out. You've gone out somewhere. And
then he showed me, and I was like, how could you have done that to Barry? Poor Barry.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Wanda.
Oh, Barry. Oh, that sounds even worse, doesn't it?
Fucker ridiculed your box. He ridiculed your box, saying it was rubbish. The beer
did not.
He said it was awful.
It was collapsing though, weren't it?
Well, he wasn't
that
harsh.
It did survive though, to be fair.
I reckon we should bring it back this year.
Yeah. Well, I've got plans for this year.
Have you got one of them things up for it?
An acro.
Yeah.
The thing you got think about is, do people actually know what you're talking about when you're talking about your box collapsed but it's all right
I
now?
know, especially after that conversation. It's a bit like, that was a bit weird. And it's like, everyone's got their brains ticking now, haven't they? And it's like, Scott, that's probably the wrong conversation to be saying after that conversation about Barry's things.
What about Wanda's box?
Yeah.
You're all right, Wanda. There's only 2 watching.
Congratulations.
Cheers. See you, Wanda.
Watching. Shut your face.
Oh dear. Are we going to have a slurp, Chris?
Yeah, we better add.
What's that, Scott?
Oh, that's my YouTube tax form.
Just quickly, Thomas has said, hi, you Wanda.
Thomas said, hi, Wanda.
I'm just
Hi,
nipping
Thomas.
to the loo and then we'll do the other one.
Okie dokie.
Right, 5 minutes, I'm off.
Okie dokie, pal.
There you go. Do you want this bueno?
Yeah, I've been waiting for it. I didn't know what it was.
It's here.
I'm waiting for big games.
Bless her. Hello, Salted Popcorn. How are you?
He likes all our channels. I know he wants to
keep
see
him
some
up.
hot, spicy stuff. He does.
I've not done anything. The trouble with hot and spicy stuff is it ruins me. It does. I love hot and spicy stuff.
Yeah.
But it causes me enormous problems in the downstairs area. So 3 o'clock in the morning, it's like I'm shitting a volcano. And, not a massive fan.
No. I won't be doing that Carolina Reaper curry again. Put it that way. Hey, up! It's a naked person.
The worst thing that got me was that fucking chip. That fucking one.
Oh,
chip
yeah,
challenge. I want to do it again. I do, because I can do that.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we got that other one we got sorted out as well.
Yes. It's like 30 quid, isn't it?
I think I've seen it for 15.
15. Oh, if
Yeah.
you can say, if you get a link for 15, I'm in.
Yeah.
Huh? No. Yeah.
I think Chris's lad has just jumped out on Chris.
Yeah, he did. That's exactly. Oh, you clearly heard that then, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I heard someone go, "Ah."
Yeah, I just shit to myself.
You wish.
So, yeah, if you can get it for 15 quid, I'm in.
Yeah, I'll have a look again. I'm certain it was the Oscars one as well.
And I said, well, what you want to do is do it all separately and link everybody in. So don't do it as a live, because you'll just kill it. But I think we can do something with that. That'd be good.
Well, I suggested it just because I didn't know who would be interested in.
No, I'm in. I'll try and get wandering.
I know I'm on my own on this one. I did ask somebody to film it for me, but she goes, I ain't getting anywhere near you with that. And we're not back to that thing again either.
That's a fucking Disney glass now. Fucking you fuckers.
Look at that. That looks a good beer, doesn't it?
Have you not had Bueno Shake?
No.
Ah, mate,
It's lush.
from Unbarred in Brighton. Make sure it's the Bueno Shake and not the little Bueno
It
Shake,
actually tastes like
because the little
Bueno.
Bueno Shake's a bit.
No, it's nice. It's just like the diet
It's not as good, but this is an absolute belter. Say, Wanda sees that in a pub, she'll beat fucking Usain Bolt over about 50 meters. It's like lightning, I tell you.
Mad. Christ, I'm about 4.5 weeks behind.
Oh, I'm like that with the comments. It's fucking
Apologies to everyone that's commented, but I'm just going to have to go to the bottom because we'll be here like for next week.
Oh no. No.
Oh, hey, I see. Can't be that small if the box collapsed.
Anybody who likes wrestling, there's a very good podcast over on my channel at the moment. There's a very good one called the 3 Count Podcast with my friend David the Blue Van Man. It might be a series.
I didn't think I put adverts on my channels. I thought I knocked that off on the bloody monetization.
And it's WrestleMania tonight. Don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit.
No, not interested. Not interested. Come with that small Baz if the box collapses. Did you have your chips?
Yeah, ages ago.
Should we go for it, Chris?
Yours are going to be well.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, boys, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to have something to eat.
Enjoy, mate.
Okay, Mon.
See ya.
Thank you ever so much for having me on. Baz, absolute
Hope you
pleasure,
don't.
mate. Always a pleasure with Chris as well. Everyone in the chat, I've seen your comments. I'll catch up tomorrow. Have a good evening. Have a great weekend.
Take care.
See you soon.
Cheers, Scott.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, gentlemen. There we go. I was dying of thirst there.
Yeah, I was.
Right then. Session IPA.
How do you pronounce that?
I'm going to guess Nakota.
Yeah, Nakota. Yeah, go with that. It's fairly obvious,
We'll go
really.
with that. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Are you keen on session IPAs?
Not overly.
Neither am I. And that's why I didn't get it for myself.
Quality.
And now I've got it.
I mean, but it does say it's their flagship hazy session IPA. So yeah, with vibrant American hops, fruity, balanced, and moreish. What's the ABV? Oh, it's 3.8.
3.8. So it's a nice light one.
Yeah.
What is it you don't like about these?
I just sometimes find them a bit watery, lacking a bit of flavour, a bit of depth to them.
A bit wishy-washy, isn't they?
Yeah, that's the exact words, wishy-washy.
Yeah. Let's crack it open then. Let's get it in. I can't believe there's still people here.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
few
good.
people saying bye to Scott. There we go.
Well, there are some nice aromas coming off that, and I haven't got my nose over it yet. But it looks light, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, on my count, I'm looking at the screen, and it's different colour to what's right in front of me. It's very.
I would say mine's looking a little bit darker to me.
Yeah, if I move it out the light, it's got a bit of an orange colour to it, but
Hazy amber for me.
yeah, it's hazy. Let's have a sniff.
Little bit of carbonation I got going up. Even the head on the beer looks quite light and fluffy.
It is fluffy.
Looks very light, I would say, but
Smells all right. Smells quite floral, hoppy, floral.
yeah, definitely got that sort of floral thing in there. Again,
Almost
it's light, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a light beer, 3.8. I might get a bit more out when it goes down a bit, but yeah, it's sort of
It's definitely floral, earthy.
yeah. It smells all right. There's nothing nasty, but
It smells like it's got like it sounds a bit weird. I never know how to sometimes explain things, but it's got like the aroma smells like it's going to be quite a dry beer, but I know it's not going to be because it's quite earthy. It gives that kind of dryness, but
yeah.
on the flavour, it's probably not going to be. It smells good. It smells all right.
Very light sort of tropical notes, I would say.
Yeah, the tropical aroma is extremely light. For me, it's all sort of floral herbiness.
Yeah. Let's give it a go, shall we, Mon?
Cheers.
Cheers, pal.
Thank you. And yeah, that's why I don't like session IPAs.
It's got flavour,
And then it goes.
and it is reasonably bold on the flavour, but it's very light in body in it,
Very light.
and the carbonation just stands out even more. Then
Yeah, they're just not my type of drink, session IPAs. It is. I wouldn't even call it refreshing. It's just so light. There are flavours, and you're right, they're quite bold, but it just fades so quickly. By the time it's got to the back of the palate, the flavours are dying off. It's got
A little bit of pininess in there. A little bit of pine.
It's got a pine finish. There are tropical flavours, but they're all just muted, aren't they, with session IPAs, especially at 3.8%.
Yeah.
But I suppose I don't know, there could be another way of looking at those. If you've just always been a macro lager drinker and you're kind of venturing in or thinking about looking at these types of beers, then it's probably not a bad starting point because everything is so light, because you can't go from a macro lager to drinking, double IPAs. You're just going to find double IPAs revolting. But as a starting point, starting low with something like that, it's probably not a bad introduction, actually.
No, I've had a lot worse session IPAs, I would say.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I think having the lager has almost cleaned your palate.
Yeah. Because
you're going to a totally different drink. So whether that's part of it, why I think it's got a bit more flavour, but the body's light, the carbonation's a bit too heavy.
Yeah, it is. The carbonation is busy.
Yeah, the mouth feels a little bit. But I do like the pine kind of, and I do think that pine is a little bit resinous in there.
It is resinous. That's exactly
and
what
I like
it is.
that. I like that.
I love piney beers. Yeah, I really do. And there's, I don't know if you've had one from Lord's called Silver Spur. I mean, that is immensely piney and resinous, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And yeah, this has got elements of that. It is piney, it is resinous, but it's very, very light, which is why I think wouldn't be a bad introduction to the craft beer scene if you wanted to get into IPAs, is starting with something like this.
You're getting the hops in there, aren't you?
Mm. Yeah, they're in there.
I don't think I'm kind of going the other way a little bit with this. It's kind of I'm not a massive fan, don't get me wrong, but it's growing on me a little bit more.
Yeah, I do get that.
I kind of want to dislike it.
Yeah,
but there's elements in there that are just keeping me interested enough to think it's all right.
It is all right, and like you said, I've had far worse session IPAs, and it is all right, but it's thin. It's just a bit thin.
Yeah, and you get that bitter hit. I'm getting that bitter hit on the back end, the pine resinous bitter thing, but it's instantly gone.
It is. It's instant. It's there and it's gone so quick, which then I suppose that then makes it sessionable, doesn't it? Because you keep going back to get that feeling
again. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't pick it up again. I wouldn't go hunting for it.
No,
but there's very few session IPAs that I would do that for anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like a bolder IPA.
Yeah,
but I'm going to say it's okay.
It is okay. It's definitely okay. But I suppose when you think about the beers that we review and the beers that we drink normally, but most of the time we're always over 5%, aren't we?
Yeah.
So then when you drop in to 3.8, that mouthfeel is always going to feel so much lighter.
Yeah.
But like I say, for someone that's coming off macro lagers and want to switch to something like that, I'd say it's a really good intro.
Yeah. Would you agree it does what it's supposed to?
I think it does, actually, yeah.
3.8, it's sessionable. It's got flavours in there, hasn't it? It's got that IPA sort of feel about it.
Yeah, the flavours are there. They just go very, very quickly.
Yeah.
But again, it's probably another one of those, a session IPA that's probably lovely in hot weather.
Yeah.
Round the barbecue, you've got people round, and you don't want to be getting absolutely wankered. It'd be all right.
Is it just me though that thinks, like I said, that was 275, that one?
Yeah.
So that would have been 325.
Oh.
So one, it's expensive for a session IPA, I would say myself, at that percentage. And two, would you want a session something at 3.8 when it's £3.25 a can?
No. Not really.
When you got the perfect draft.
Exactly.
You could well, I'm not being funny. You can have Bud Light at 3.5% for about bloody £1.20 for a pint, can you?
Yeah. So yeah, well, yeah. If you look at it in that way, it's not a session beer, then, is it? For that price.
For me, it's pretty good for a session IPA.
But
But
you're not
it should be on a supermarket shelf, as in price wise.
Yeah, say £3.25.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a lot of money, isn't it? Really,
for a low ABV beer, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't pay for it.
Well, luckily I bought it in that box, so hopefully
Very
the 23 quid I spent was more on the bigger beers.
Yeah.
There was no chance I was going to send you them, mate. I tell you, no chance.
That's fair enough. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh well, it's all right, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you what, it's better than that bitter because it won't be going down the sink. I'll finish this one.
Yeah, it's all right. It's certainly drinkable.
Yeah.
And as I say, I've said it about 3 or 4 times. I just think it'd be a good intro to somebody into IPAs and craft beers.
Yeah.
I think that would work well.
'Cause-
If you can hear my kettle in the background, apologies.
Oh, that's all right. It's a noisy kettle, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but it's a good kettle. You can adjust the temperature on it. It's nice.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's quieter than your son, anyway.
yeah, it is quieter than my son. Yeah.
Let's just go for a quick couple of comments. I feel like I'm ignoring. Mark Jones has said, "See you, Scotty," but Scott's gone. Thomas has said, "See ya." Thomas, well done, Baz, on 2 years. He's off. See you next time. Cheers, Thomas. But I probably missed him now. Alan Mead, Irish craft beer guy. Happy 2nd birthday. Cheers. Thank you very much, Alan. Right, Margit. Bought me a couple of cans from Home Sense. Even the shop sounds shit, doesn't it? So the beer's got to be awful. Home Sense. Danny's in. Happy 2nd channel birthday, Picasso. I don't know if anyone subscribed to Danny. Are you on his channel?
I think I am. I know I certainly watch his videos, so I must be.
He's a good bloke, he is. I like old Danny. And he's got a PD now, and he?
Oh, is it?
I don't know if you've noticed.
I'll have to have a look on the old...
Sophie King drunk.
And if I haven't, I will. But I've definitely watched some of his videos, that's for sure.
He's Scottish, but, you know, can't help where he's born, can he?
No, absolutely. So there he is.
David Wilson said hi to Alan. Right, Slurpy Dave. Get to go. Well done, Baz, on your 2 years. Best to you, Chris. That's Slurpy. Cheers, Slurpy.
Take care, mate.
Paul said bye to him. Alan Mead is loving the Santa pick in the back, which I will take it off for everyone to see.
It is a interesting,
and it's actually a bit of a sore point with someone I know.
I'm going to get Rachel to come over and have a look, see what she thinks. Quick, Rachel, come. Hold it there.
Is the light in the way?
This picture's behind Barry on the wall. What do you think to that, love?
It's atrocious.
My wife got me that.
I wish my wife would buy me pictures like that.
Absolutely atrocious.
I think my wife might have been hoping for size increase. But we won't go down that route. Yeah, we caught up with all the comments now.
We've been down
dear.
enough times.
Well, what? Anyone else out there that's watching still? What are you drinking now? Because it's like 2.5 hours ago I started, and some were drinking, some weren't.
You've done well, mate. 2.5 hours. It's hard graft, isn't it? So I love doing lives, but it does feel like hard graft sometimes. Especially.
Well, I said to the missus, I said, because I think at the time I said to her, I said, I'll be off about 9, I reckon. Get it done. Come and sit in the front room with you. And then I invited Dean on if he wanted to come on. And then I was having a chat to Scott, and I thought, well, I didn't want Scott to maybe get the wrong idea because you were coming on.
Yeah.
So I sent him a link and asked him what he was doing. So I said, you're free to come on. And I'd have thought, right, that's gone out the window now. It's never going to be 2 hours, is it? So,
No, you've done well.
company, mate. It helps, doesn't it?
It does help. It does help a lot. And I look at a lot of other beer reviewers and even beer reviewers that have got similar subscriber numbers to me. And I can't just go live with unless I'm doing a beer review. And so all my lives have been beer reviews, and I watch some people that just go live and just chat, and I just think I can't do it. I think I'd be boring. And
You've got to have something there, haven't you? I think.
For me, I do, but yeah, I look at Tom from the Crummy Beard. He does quite a few lives, and he doesn't have an agenda, and he just goes for it. And I admire him for it, because I haven't got the bollocks to do it. So I just think, what would I talk about? And how do I just keep that conversation going? And which is why when I do lives, it's always reviewing beers. So for those that just go live with no agenda, like, fair play to you. That's pretty incredible, because I can't do it.
It was quite funny. She said, "Oh, I'll be on in a bit," didn't you?
Yeah.
So I'd sat down, and you know, well, I don't know. You'll probably know what it's like. You sort of come on, didn't you? Go, yeah. And you think, I was thinking, right, Chris said it'd be 10 minutes. 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes to fill. And then all of a sudden you're 20 minutes in and you think, fucking hell, I've run out of what I was maybe just going to fill that 10 minutes with.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. I could probably edit the first 45 minutes out of this, because it's probably all just, it's like the omnibus edition or something, probably from the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. But when you come off alive, you feel like every time I come off alive, most of the time I feel like I'm kind of like buzzing a little bit, and like, it went well, it all kind of flowed. But you build yourself up, don't you, and stress yourself out about it, and most of the time they go all right.
Yeah, I think sometimes I either go two ways. I think you're either buzzing when you come off, or sometimes you are literally exhausted when you come off.
Yeah, it's tiring.
Which is quite odd, isn't it? Because you would think you're just sitting there, you're talking and that. Yeah. But there is an element of trying to entertain people, if you like, to a certain extent.
Absolutely. Because when you think, like, when you're out with your mates or you're at work, you just chat away, didn't you, for fucking ages? Yeah. But you're getting that interaction because you're face to face with someone. Whereas on the live, you are getting interaction from the comments, but it's just not quite the same, is it? So
it's not the same as having half a dozen people.
No, absolutely. So you feel more obliged. And if you're with half a dozen people, you can kind of back out and go back in as and when you want. But on a live, you're there, aren't you? You've got to keep going. And you look at, I don't know if you subscribe to Stuntman Steve.
Yes.
He's incredible, really, because I watch some of his lives, and sometimes there might be only 3 or 4 people watching, and that man can just keep talking. I don't know how the fuck you do that. And he just keeps on chatting.
He must be part woman.
Must be. He must be. Because he can just keep talking, and it doesn't feel like he's, labouring for something to say. He just chats on and on. I was like, fucking fair play to you.
I think some people can't they? I mean, I can talk, but I'm not a talker. I'm my missus constantly saying, "You never talk to me." I said, "Well, I've nothing to say." If I had something to say, I'd say something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she'll say, "Oh, you could talk about the weather." What do you want me to say? It's fucking raining.
Yeah, have a look out the window.
Look at that. It's raining again. End of.
That's it.
You kind of
done, isn't it? Yeah.
I struggle to stretch anything slightly interesting more than 30 seconds. Yeah. So if I've got something that's not remotely interesting, you'll be lucky to get a grunt out of me. It's one of them. I'm a simple man.
And that's the problem, isn't it? When you are kind of that way, doing a live, unscripted, not unscripted, but without a purpose, it's fucking hard work.
Yeah. What's I talk about? I don't know. Rubbish. Oh dear. Mark Jones, only watch for your lies. Always wonder why you call yourself what you do. Absolute class, Blake. Mate. Thank you very much. I think there's a compliment in there. I don't know. Well, do you know what? Funny enough, when I started the channel, and we might as well say it because it's the birthday thing, isn't it? I remember when I was trying to think of a name, and it was what come to me head was all the gear, no idea.
Yeah.
And then it just rhymed with beer, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mentioned it to Dean and Scott, and then I was like, "Ugh, I'm going to be open to lots of abuse here."
Yeah.
Especially when you first start, because you have no confidence, really.
That's right. Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't say I have loads of confidence now. I just don't really care. But yeah, and you think, oh, I'm opening myself up to a lot of abuse here.
Absolutely.
And I sort of put in other things, and they said, no, stick with that.
Yeah.
And I think they said you'll get stick anyway. So
yeah,
so
I think
fuck it, I'll go for it then.
I think it's a great channel name, All the Beer, No Idea. I like it. And as soon as I came across your channel, I knew it came from All the Gear, No Idea.
Yeah,
yeah. That's a good channel name. It's like, I don't know if you ever watched David from I've Had Worse, and I think that's a great channel name as well.
I have seen, I haven't watched a lot of his.
Yeah, I like David. He's a good guy. I watch pretty much most of his reviews, and
yeah.
He mainly reviews stuff that's available everywhere.
Yeah.
He doesn't really do much craft beer. It's quite rare if he does a craft beer. But yeah, I really enjoy his videos, and he seems like a cracking guy as well. And I think, what a great channel name. I've Had Worse.
Yeah.
So just think,
I've subbed to him, and again, I'll tell you what's a nightmare. And try not to sound like fucking not big-headed or nothing. You'll know yourself when you start your channel, you'll sub to other people, they'll sub to you.
Yeah.
Right. And then, so obviously, there's a lot of people that have subbed to you because their beer channels, this, that, and the other, but you don't watch everyone.
No.
Well, the bigger you get, the more channels you have on your thing.
Absolutely.
And then you have this long queue of certainly on my phone, and you just, unless anyone's particularly stand out, you just can't watch them all.
No, you can't. And I follow a lot of people and subscribe to a lot of channels, but sometimes I will go through a stage where I won't watch anyone for a couple of weeks because
you're fed up of it, isn't you?
Yeah, you do. You just think I just need a break from it, and I still do my reviews. Maybe not as many as normal, but I would do them. But I just think no, because my hobby is reviewing beer, but then it can get all a bit too consuming, can't it? When you start watching every single channel.
Oh yeah.
It kind
of
want
to support them, don't you?
Well, you do want to support them, but at the same time, you think I'm always getting a bit bored of watching beer reviews, and then that almost puts me off doing a beer review because I just feel a bit bored of beer.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a juggling act. It can be hard work, but it's not the worst problem in the world to have. To be fair.
No. I mean, I used to watch Swiggin' Steve.
Yeah.
And I've still got him on my channels, but I haven't watched any of his for ages. And again, I think the big problem is everyone tries to support each other by giving subs and that, and then you end up, in a way, you end up not supporting any side, didn't you?
Well, absolutely. And I think I don't think Swiggin' Steve's put a video out for a while. I don't know I think he was unwell.
I think Scott put something up, didn't he, saying that he...
Yeah, but he seems like a cracking guy. And again, he's another reviewer that, he buys... what's his...
Bargain beers, isn't it?
Yeah, he does bargain beers. And, he's got quite a bit of a niche there because that's all he focuses on generally. Yeah. So, but yeah, he seems like a nice guy. And I wish him well if he has been unwell.
Yeah.
But again, you can't watch them all. It's just that simple. You can't watch them all. And then I've got my other channel as well. So I try and watch and support people that I know I've got channels to do with.
Give it a plug.
So yeah, my other channel is called Sydney Stoma, Sydney with a Y. And it's supporting people with Crohn's disease and having a colostomy. I'm very open about the fact that I shit in a bag, as you know, Baz. I'm very open about shitting in a bag. Yeah. But it saved my life, and it kept kept my kids and my wife with a husband and a father. So I set up a channel. That channel was older than my beer review channel. It's just about supporting people with Crohn's disease and having a colostomy. And I'm very open and honest on that channel. So when it came to beer reviewing, I had that bit of confidence of talking to a camera because I was doing it on that channel as well. But yeah, again, I then try and support people in that world. So I end up with so many fucking videos to watch. And then I think,
Yeah.
I've got a family and kids. And I'm spending all my time looking at my fucking phone.
Yeah, it's a hard balancing act, and I've been down that, many a times over the last 2 years. It's very hard to get a channel going as well. You've got to work at it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got to work at it, and it's tough. But you've always got to, we can all say when we start our channels, and even we've got our channels that, we're not overly interested in the figures, but you can't help but get engrossed in the figures. The only person I know that isn't really into the figures is Ballman's beer reviews. I know he really doesn't watch his figures, and I really admire that, because I always say, I'm not worried about the figures, but you can't help it. I can't help myself but looking at the views and thinking, I've had a good number of views on that one. I'm delighted. And some of them have not had so many views. Now that's a bit disappointing. It does suck you in. And
I know Dean doesn't bother.
No, Dean doesn't either. No.
But I think when you get to a certain point, it does. I always used to say I'm not really bothered, and I wasn't. And then I would say when I hit about 800, at the end of the day, what's just over the hill.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And it's not, I make money off this, but it's never going to change my life.
No.
It's all it does is buy me a few beers.
Absolutely, yeah.
But there's also a little bit of pride in there, isn't there? I think the fact that people actually want to watch you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a little bit, I think we're all driven a little bit by anything. I don't care what anyone says. If you've got a bit of pride, if you're that sort of person that has pride in what you do, you want to do the best you can.
Absolutely. And I do watch the figures, and when I see my subscriber numbers go up, I really enjoy that. The only thing I have changed is I don't chase beers anymore. I don't chase the new releases in supermarkets, which I was doing. But I found when I was doing that, it actually got me down, because then I wasn't doing what I set the channel up to do. So I know there's loads of new beers in Morrison's, but I haven't gone searching for them, because I think I would buy them if I'm ever passing the Morrison's. Whereas before, I'd go touring as many fucking Morrison's as I could to try and find them all. Yeah. And I just thought, why am I doing this? This isn't what I set the channel up for. So that I've knocked on the head. But in terms of numbers and views, I do monitor that.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I look every day. It's just something I do now.
Yeah.
It's just a nosy thing, really.
Yeah.
And I was the same as you, and I think probably most people are when they start. They sort of chase the beers, don't they?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know I get the new releases on the machines, but I get them. If a new one's out and I've got money to buy a beer, or I'm ready to buy it, I will get it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
If I'm not ready for it, I won't.
No.
So I wouldn't say I certainly don't go chasing them on the machines. If I've got 6 or 7 kegs for the perfect draft sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, for example, Bud Light was released. I haven't rushed out for that.
No.
Was I tempted initially for 5 or 10 minutes? Yeah, of course I was. I was tempted to get the keg pack with the glasses and shit. And they were in the trolley, and I just thought, oh, fuck it, I've got enough anyway. I've got enough kegs. I don't need it.
Yeah.
It wasn't exciting enough to make me thingy, but half the time I've got that many kegs. Well, I've got enough kegs that even if I buy them straight away, they don't get done for 3 months.
That's the thing.
So the only I've bought the 2. There was 2 released the other day, weren't there? Victoria, Blonde, and the Lux. They're limited release, I think, maybe. So I picked them up because if they are limited,
Yeah.
I missed out on the Lux last year, so
Yeah.
I picked them up because I've got them then.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
So, but otherwise, no. Can't be arsed with all that now, innit?
No, I can't. So, you know, and that's why the other day I did a food review, and I thought, I know my channel's beers, but I've done food before, and I thought it's still my channel, and I picked up those new KFC Daredevil bites.
Yeah, yeah.
I just review them. I didn't go out to get them because they're relatively new to KFC. I bought them because I was just generally interested in them, and then got them in the car, and I said to my daughter, should I take these? Shall I wait till we get home and eat these, and I'll review them? And she's like, yeah, just review them. So, yeah, I don't chase anything anymore. I can't be bothered.
Sometimes you go with the flow, don't you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You just go, and like some days, like you say, you went to KFC. Sometimes I'll go to Morrison's, just out of going to Morrison's.
Yeah.
And if that was to be a load of new ones there or something, or new ones for me because I haven't been in Morrison's for 3 months,
Yeah.
I might have a burst and spend 25 quid or something.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But sometimes I can go there and go, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't be arsed.
No, exactly.
You just think, oh.
Yeah.
But I can see why, you know, when you're starting out, people do, don't they? I mean, you're at a good number now, and you? So you're established, really, and you're well and truly established now.
Yeah, it does all right. I'm quite happy with where it is, and yeah, it just plods along. Just plod along with it. And
you'll have your regulars, wouldn't you? I think when you get to that, you are going to have your regulars, and there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I like it, and I do like that when. Obviously, I like it when new people comment or new people subscribe, but I do really enjoy it when the regulars comment. And my channel's at a size where I can reply to every single comment, and I always try to. And I really like it when I see Mark Jones comments or Kenny Joe, and the regulars comment. I think that's really cool that they're sticking with my channel. Yeah. So that means a lot when you see the regulars constantly commenting, and you think, I must be doing okay because these people have been following me from almost start to where I am now.
Yeah,
and I really like it, and I'm really grateful for those that have stuck with it and always comment. I think, and that's why I always try to reply to every comment. So I think if they've taken time out of their day to watch me and they leave a comment, then I should do my best to reply to them. And yeah, I'm really grateful for the people that have stuck with it.
You just answered something that I was going to, well, not ask you, but mention that I always try. I mean, I tend to see 99% of my comments, I would say, but sometimes comments go, they don't always come up in your notifications. They come up in the YouTube studio side. So sometimes I do miss some, but if I see one, I think it's only fair, isn't it? If people are taking, like you say, take the time out to comment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if they got kind words. If they haven't got kind words, sometimes you just have to block them or something. But generally, most people are pretty fair with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's only fair to give it back, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. And that's what I try to do. And I like that. I like that interaction as well. And I enjoy that. So yeah, it's good.
Keeps everyone happy as well, doesn't it? Keeps you happy. It keeps the subs happy.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'll catch up with a couple of comments. I know this come up ages ago. Chris the Butcher's back again. He's on the Heineken still. He was on Heineken before. Fuck it, I might go live after you. He's a fair mod, fair dude. I watched a few of his, and you just think, oh dear God. Sid Cannon's on Honeycomb Stout. Is that the Seven Brothers one? Because if it is, that was a beer I reviewed that the other week. Got that from Asda, and it was one of them I wanted to dislike. It was another one of them. Yeah, but there was something in there. I thought, ooh, I like this. Even though I knew behind that it wasn't the best beer going. Which is really annoying, isn't it? Yeah, because it's kind of 51% you like it and 49% you don't. Hey up, Chris, you mad? That'll be Mark Jones for commenting on Chris the Butcher. Chris the Butcher's got evening, Mark. Kenny Joe drinking a 3.8% Old Milwaukee Light. I have to behave myself till next Wednesday after doctor appointment. Oh,
yeah, that's fair enough.
He could have had this, couldn't he? That's only 3 points.
Yeah, could well have done.
Fair play to all you YouTubers. I couldn't sit in front of. I'll tell you what. Do you know the biggest person I admire on YouTube? Really, probably, is Thomas.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I remember when he first started, and he wouldn't have the camera on himself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, got a lot of
he's got
respect.
some balls. Yeah, he's a lovely lad as well.
And he supports so many channels as well.
Oh God, he's unreal, isn't he? He must do nothing. He must do nothing all day apart from watching YouTube. Funny enough, before I started the live, I entered the studio about 10 to.
Yeah.
And he'd already put hi everyone and all this, that, and the other, and like and share.
The man's a
He was there
legend.
before me.
He's an absolute ledge. A lot of time for him. And
Yeah.
massive respect to him. Yeah, he's a ledge.
And his interview thing, I thought was fantastic. What a great idea!
Oh,
Doing the
absolutely.
interviews.
Yeah.
That was something totally new.
I've said to him, I'm going to reverse it and I'm going to interview him one day.
Yeah, we should. I reckon we should all gang up on it. Get all the beer reviewers that he's interviewed to ask him a question.
Yeah. And it's the research as well. He does research on your channel, doesn't he? He tells you how many views you've had,
Yeah, when he done yours,
watched. Yeah, he does it all.
he was like Stato. Do you remember Stato?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You've had 5,000 views in that month. You've had that many this year, and
I know. Bloke's a ledge.
I can't even suss out how to do that myself on my own. Never mind him do it on mine.
I know, it's nuts. Yeah, he's a good lad. He is a good lad.
Oh yeah, I've had a compliment. It's a compliment from Mark. It means I'm down to earth and you don't give a shit and have fun with it. Yeah, I try to. Like we said, there's always a little edge of seriousness about it because you can't help thinking, "Ooh, it'd be nice to have a few more or that." But
it's about having fun, isn't it?
yeah. Kenny Joe, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. That's Slurpy Dave, just seen it. And Kenny said, my privilege. Mark Jones, bugger Morrison's, get to your bottle shop.
That's all.
That wasn't me, Mark, that was Chris. Horrible man, horrible. Sofa King Drunk, funny enough now. Well, actually, he's put, when you're doing the Victoria review on PD Bazza, will they be shandies? I don't think so, not 8.5%. Funny enough, my machine was reading, it was totally out before, it was reading 0.4 of a litre left of dry pour. So I thought, okay, I'll pour that at the start of the video.
Yeah.
Finish it off. Tomorrow, Victoria or Lux going in because we got the in-laws coming round. And I thought I'd do a quick review before they come round. When I poured the beer, the gauge went back up. And it's saying I got 1.5 litres. I thought, oh, fucking
Oh, what a disappointment. It's gone.
well, yeah, I know, yeah. Who's disappointed when they got more beer in their bloody keg? But what I was trying to do was empty it and then do these with you.
Yeah.
And know full well I'm all right. I ain't got to touch it then.
Yeah.
Because I was actually going to do a bigger beer tonight, which I haven't got around to doing.
No.
I was going to do this.
Yeah, that's a big old bottle in it. All barrel aged quad in a 750. Cool.
11.7.
Cool, nice.
I was going to do that, but I
Save
was going to do that on here. Honestly, I was. I thought, I'll have a beer first, then me and Chris will do these two. And then, again, that was before I thought Dean was coming on, but Dean hasn't come on. But then Scott's come on.
Yeah.
So I was going to review that and just drink that for the rest of the night, but I'll get back on the dry pour.
Yeah, save that one.
Yeah. So hopefully, Danny, if you're still in, hopefully it'll be tomorrow, if not Monday. I don't think it'll be wise to drink it throughout the day and then try and do a review about 10 o'clock at night, will it? I struggle sometimes anyway. Never mind after a session. I'll tell you what, I've done many reviews, Chris. Well, I've come home from the in-laws after, because he's got a PD, the father-in-law. So we'll either be drinking Lef or something
Yeah.
Very rare you get anything less than sort of 6% there.
Yeah.
So you'll be drinking for about 4 or 5 hours.
Nice.
And then I think, oh, I'll bang out a review.
Yeah.
And then you realise that when you're watching yourself on the camera,
Yeah.
that it's showing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you think, fuck it, I'll leave this till tomorrow now.
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh dear.
I did review a beer. It was ages ago. I've had people around. We'd been drinking, and yeah, I was definitely pissed. And when they left, I thought I was just like, yeah, I'll do a beer review. And I did the review, and thankfully, I'm so glad I didn't upload it straight away. And I watched it the next day, and I was like, no, delete.
Well, that's what happened with the dry pour actually last week, I think it was, because that was after we come back from the wedding. So we'd had a few on the Friday. Then we had a long day Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday we come home and we got invited to the in-laws, and I had 4 pints of Francis Scanner Royal
Oh.
with 6%, and then I had a red wine. Or I had a red wine in between, glass of red wine. And then we come home and I thought, right, I'll do dry pour. So I done the first one and I got about 3/4 of the way through and I wasn't happy with it. I thought, fuck it.
Yeah.
So I drunk that. And then I thought, right, we'll do it again. We'll go again. So I'm give it all the spiel, innit? Pour another one. And after about 2 mouthfuls, all the weekend come back and I thought, I feel a bit pissed now. Fuck it, I'll leave it. And then I said to you on the Monday, didn't I? I said, oh, my fucking stomach was like that. Because I said to the in-laws on the Sunday, I said, oh, I'll come and paint your ceiling on Monday because I'm off tomorrow anyway. And I turned up. My belly was going up and down. I got there was a bacon butty waiting for me. And I thought, ooh, don't know if I really fancy this at the moment. Yeah, it wasn't a wise move.
Yeah, brilliant.
As you do.
Yeah.
Just grab a topper.
Yeah, I'm just going to dive down and grab something. David Jones, Thomas is a top man. Just saw that comment. He's a top man.
He is.
Bit rude that we're both disappearing out of shop, but there you go. I'll keep trying to talk whilst I'm rummaging through my fridge.
They've seen my face for 3 hours, so PD's piped up now. Danny, Sofa King Drunk. Yes, mate, I've got the YouTube Studio app on the mobile.
Yeah, I've got that.
And you can go on that and you see every single comment, but sometimes you get comments and it shows that you haven't liked them or commented when you have. So it can all be a little bit confusing, but if I see on the notifications that I've had a comment, I will always reply.
Yeah.
Of some sort, even if it's just a thumbs up. But generally, if I can think of something to say.
Yeah.
Some comments are quite hard to reply to, aren't they?
Some are.
Because
some
you kind
are
of think,
real thought.
Yeah, you kind of think, well, what can I say? Because that comment has answered what I would say.
Absolutely.
You're kind of in a bit of a checkmate, didn't you?
Yeah, you think, I can't ignore it. I've got to say something. And then I do normally goes, cheers for watching. Thumbs up.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. You've been watching me too long, Chris.
Have you had this?
Oh. I've had that, yes.
Golden Goose Lager.
I've had it in a can.
Yeah,
and I've had it on keg.
What's it like on keg?
It was all right. I didn't think it was the greatest lager going, to be honest. Consider it's a German Hell's lager.
Yeah, it's not overly fantastic out of the can, to be honest. But
it's better on keg, obviously.
Yeah.
If you want to get a keg, a decent lager on PD, try the Schneider's Bayerisch Hell.
Yeah.
A little bit more expensive, but it's good.
Yeah, I bought that. I bought that in fuck's sake, what did I buy? Aldi.
Yep.
And I bought it to review it really, because there are some Goose Island that I think are okay. And this is now my last can of it, and I haven't reviewed it because I just wasn't overly impressed with it.
Review it. Do it now. Do it now. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to give it your review. Go for it.
I'll get it done in about 3. Brady, malty on the aroma, slightly metallic. Taste. Very carbonated. Not much going on in the flavour. The flavour matches the aroma. It's malty, it's metallic-y, slight bit of breadiness, but not a lot. And it's 5% ABV, so I expected more. Do you know, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. And it's only just reminded me of it. And it's just confirmed I don't actually like it. It reminds me of Carlin. Actually reminds me of Carlin.
It's got maybe a bit of an edge to it. I think some of these beers have got that sort of nastiness.
Yeah, it's got that. It's got that nasty edge. It's just a bit. Yeah, it does remind me of Carlin, which is poor.
What was that? £5 for 4?
I think it was less. It probably was. It's probably £5 for 4. It's just not good. And there are, I've had some other Goose Islands that I've quite enjoyed, but yeah, I don't rate that.
I didn't put it down as bad as you have. I don't think. I wouldn't quite put it down. I know what you're saying with the Carlin thing. I don't think it was quite as bad as that, but would have expected a little bit better.
It's not as bad. It just reminds me of it. There's just, like you say, an edge to it that's just got that little edge of nastiness, a little bit like Carlin.
A lot of cheap beers, haven't it?
Yeah. And it's taken me a while to get through that 4-pack because I'm just not overly keen. But as I'm working tomorrow, I didn't want to really get out of the fridge a 10%er.
I'm going to have to turn my phone thing over here, I think. I'm going to try and have to lower this now. My phone's dying.
Oh.
There we are. Give it 10 minutes. You'll have a different view now of the room. I might look even scarier now. That's it. We're cooking on gas now. We're charging.
Yeah, there's a view we haven't seen.
Hey?
That's a view we haven't seen.
It is. Look, there you are. There's our curtains.
It's all right.
There we go. Fish tank. I've done the fish tank today, Mon.
Oh,
by myself.
Good skill.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah, my fish tank's looking a bit bare. I've got 2 fish left in it, 1 snail and 1 shrimp. And I'll tell you what, that fucking shrimp has lived for years. I didn't realise how long those buggers live. But I've had.
Do you think that's the one finishing all your other fish off?
Well, I don't know, but it's not a very big one. He's only sort of that size, but he's been in there about 4 years. And at one point, I thought he was dead because I hadn't seen him for months. And then when I was cleaning it out, there he was, fucking mooning around the tank. It's like the shrimp's still alive. He's cracking.
To be honest, we haven't got many in there now.
Right.
We need to have a good stock up.
Yeah, I do like the fish tank, and I'm just waiting for the 2 remaining fish that I've got to give up the ghost, and then I'll put some more in. I just don't want to put more in with those because they're only small.
Yeah,
so they've been in there for ages, so I'll just wait for them to end their lives. But they've been going for ages, and they're only 2 little. I can't remember what type of tetras they are, but they're only dinky. But they've been going for years.
Yeah,
that's amazing that something that tiny fucking lives for so long.
The neon tetras, they go forever, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're quite happy. And the snail I've had in there, that snail's been in there years as well. Just cracks on, cleans the glass. It just mooches around.
Cracks on.
It does crack on.
What are you doing today? I'm just going to crack on, isn't it?
I'm going to crack on cleaning the glass.
Yeah, I got the glass clean. Crack on.
It does.
Like
it gets everywhere. Then
it's like the Forth Bridge.
Yeah, it is.
Just crack on, get round. We'll go round again.
He does. The little fucker, he just cracks on, and then he ends up on the filter system. And then I don't know how he gets on it. I've got no idea how he gets on it. And then he comes up out the water, and you think, no, you can't come up that high because you're going to start coming out the tank. But doesn't. Chills around. Has a bit of fresh air. Goes back down again.
Well, that's where he's having his break, Mon. He's having his butties up there.
He is, yeah. I just don't understand how he gets on the filter system. It just boggles me because that's the filter system's away from the glass. So I've got no idea how the little fucker gets on it, but he does.
Long jumps, doesn't he?
Hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. Hop, skip, and juice.
It's the old pole vault out.
That's it. Let's have a quick look at this comment. Okay. Leonard Tobin, happy birthday, Baz. Congrats. Do you ever worry about the amount of beers you review that you could get alcohol problem? As in my health, or do I think I'll be an alcoholic? Now, this is a sore subject with my missus. She thinks I'm an alcoholic anyway. And that, I suppose that depends on how you look at it, doesn't it? Am I dependent? No. And I know that for a start, because if I have hangover, I can't drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. I don't worry as in, would I be an alcoholic? Health-wise, is it going to affect me? Probably. I've always been quite a big drinker anyway.
Yeah.
As in with me going out playing darts and what have you.
Yeah.
But I've always been reasonably fit and healthy. There's always been, I've spent a lot of my life at times doing fitness and shit, and my job keeps me fitter, but obviously over time that's going to change, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't think I could ever be an alcoholic.
No,
There's even times I'm sick of the sight of it.
Yeah, no, it's a good question from Leonard. I like that question. And I've kind of looked at myself a few times and thought, have I got a drink problem? And I think, well, not really, because
the fridge is full.
The fridge is full. Absolutely.
No problem.
Do I have a beer every night? Pretty much. But I never have more, generally, other than doing a live, I generally don't have more than 2.
Yeah.
And I don't, when I'm at work, or even if I'm not at work during the day, if I'm at home on my own all day, I don't think, I've got to have a beer, I must have a beer. I don't normally open a beer till at least 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah. And
I have one with my dinner, and then might have another one chilling out with the missus, watching a bit of TV.
Yeah.
So for me, what I've had 1, 2, 3, 4 tonight. And I am working tomorrow, so that it's quite rare that I'd have any more than 4 on a weekend anyway. So, but it's an interesting question because we review beer, don't we? So
I think it depends on you as a person as well. I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
and how your life has always been. So
yeah,
I know from playing darts, I used to be able to go out at 7 o'clock on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And start drinking bottles of Bud back in the day.
And
I could stop out till 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And drink and drink and drink.
Yeah.
I can't do that now.
No.
All right, granted, an exception, Scott's wedding.
Yeah.
But I mean, last night I went out. Probably only had five pints.
Yeah.
Did do a review before I went out, but I probably had 5 pints. And 2 pints of Stella, that was.
Yeah. And
I think 3 pints. Might not have even been 3 pints. Might have been 3 pints. Might have only been 2 of a 3.8% beer.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, I think if you're going out for the evening, it's not an issue. But I'm the same. I certainly noticed it once I had the old colostomy, that my tolerance of alcohol dropped massively. Maybe that's because over the years and all the operations I've had a lot of my intestines removed. So my tolerance of alcohol is less. And I really fucking hate hangovers. I absolutely hate them. As well as the headache, they don't do my guts any good either.
No.
Having bowel disease, that's not a good move.
No.
So I think that I'm always wary of that. And if I go out with people from work or out with my missus and friends, once I've had sort of 4, I start thinking, I probably need to ease off because I'm starting to feel a bit pissed because I can't process
I'm trying to get the light. The light's a bit thingy.
That's
Makes me look a bit scary. That's better.
So yeah, my body doesn't process alcohol like someone that doesn't have bowel disease, and because I've had most of my intestines removed, or a lot of it removed, I do generally get pissed a bit quicker. So, and I don't like having hangovers. So, you know, that also kind of helps me control what I drink, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it's a good question from Leonard. I like it.
I know my hangover. Matt, if I have a hangover now, proper decent one, I'm
I hate it.
I'm knackered for 3 days.
Exactly, and I was just about to say that. It's not just the next day, is it? They hang on for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. So, but yeah, do I drink every day? Yeah. Which probably isn't good. I know that myself, but I certainly don't do the quantity, as in, certainly not the binge drinking. I used to go and watch the darts in Blackpool.
Yeah.
So there was 2 years I went and watched every session of darts, 18 sessions over 9 days. And I can tell you this totally honestly, we'd get up in the morning, have breakfast, and by 10:30 we'd be having a couple of pints.
Yeah.
Darts would start about 1 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
So you'd make your way up.
Yeah.
You'd be in there till 5, drinking.
Yeah.
Bite to eat, back in at 6, drinking. Get back to the hotel, you'd have a couple of pints. Get up, breakfast, boom, same again. 9 days. I couldn't do that now. Jesus Christ.
No chance.
So, yeah, I mean, you could say I do drink too much, but I'm still definitely nowhere near as bad as I could be. Even I was playing darts 4 days a week, generally. Yeah. And if I wasn't playing darts, if darts wasn't on telly, I'd buy a 4-pack of beer or something to.
Yeah.
As you do. So I suppose like watching football. But yeah, it's a good question. I don't worry too much. Maybe I'm a little bit naughty, really, as in, you know, I suppose everyone should. I suppose you could look at me now, obviously with your health problems, and say, well, hang on, Baz, you should be a little bit more fucking respectful to your body. But I've never been. I've done plenty of times where I've kept fit and what have you.
Yeah.
And I suppose this side is just the other side of me. But I don't worry too much about it. What happens will happen, won't it?
Yeah, and I agree. And you know, you've got to enjoy life. And I imagine you're the same. If you're unwell, you don't drink. Whereas an alcoholic will still be drinking.
Yeah.
If they're unwell, and if I'm unwell with flu, cold, you know, whatever, I won't drink.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, an alcoholic will still be banging them back.
Yeah. Sometimes, actually, if I have got a cold or got a flu, although I haven't had one for about 3 years because flu disappeared, and if you ever had a cold, it was COVID. It's but sometimes if I am really rough, having a few beers actually does me good.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not just having the beer.
Yeah,
I can have a few beers to knock me out. And a red hot curry.
Yeah,
always. It's never just the beer on its own or nothing. It's something that always makes me feel better.
Yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it? If it works and it makes you feel better, happy days.
The beer is like a lemon sip, if you like, isn't it? It knocks you out. And the curry is the thing that just sweats you out. So, but I've not been ill for a long time, really. So, you know, it's not saying I do. So, but yeah, we'll move on. Yes, David Jones, Thomas is a man.
He is the man.
PD Phantom Beers, Reading, eh? Reading. Lost me on that one. But have you had any of them Sierra Nevada special edition beers? Expensive, so I'm not sure if we're paying out. I haven't, actually. The two that I've got, like I said, I showed that one before. I know Dean's had one of the editions of this, said it was really decent. And Domestic Wild Ale.
Oh, nice.
Eighth year thing. No, I haven't. It was literally, again, earn a bit of money from YouTube. So some of that money goes to treating myself to the odd beer. They were reduced. The one was reduced from 24 quid to 17. So that's quite a big layout. And the other one was reduced from 20 quid to 10 quid. So the only reason I tried them because they were reduced and a bit of money there to pay for them.
Yeah, and that's it. And if you can earn some beer tokens out of doing YouTube.
Yeah.
All good, isn't it?
So that's the only reason why, really, probably, because otherwise I don't think I'd have spent that much on a beer, really.
Yeah.
But as a one-off, it doesn't matter. I don't think, really.
No, absolutely.
I won't be going down the bottle shop and buying 6 of them.
No, absolutely not.
Tenant shandy all round. Oh dear God, tenants, don't talk to me about tenants.
You loved it.
Whatever you do, don't buy that. I tell you what, if you think Goose Island was Carling, like tenants was, for me, was the same.
I've got no plans to buy tenants.
And it's what, 32.50.
Yeah. No thanks.
It's, you know, it's not, when you can buy Jupiler for 31.90, or there's certainly other ones out there that are like about 32.50 or 33.50 that are better.
Absolutely.
Why would you pick tenants up personally?
Yeah.
That's just my view.
Yeah.
Kenny Joe, numerous health problems at my age. To be honest, I'll tell you what, how many people just see who smoke? I don't smoke. Never really have. So that's a plus for me, I suppose.
Yeah.
But how many old people been smoking 40 a day for 70 years and live till they're bloody 110 or something?
Well, exactly.
Well, 90, 80, 90 fucking 5, 98, 100, you know.
So it's luck of the draw, isn't it, sometimes? I know I vape, but I haven't had a cigarette for about 8 years. But my wife's nan, she lived into her 90s and she was a 40 plus a day all her life.
Yeah.
So lived into her 90s. You know, it's a tricky one. And I've always had a feeling Kenny Joe's got health problems because some of the comments he puts and things. But if you don't see any reason to quit drinking, then happy days.
Yeah.
If you've got health problems and you can manage them by other means, then happy days. Life is too short. It's a tricky one. You know, we drink beer. We review beer. There's always going to be the people that say, "Oh, I'll catch up with you one day," and maybe it will, maybe it won't. Like I say, I've got health problems, as we all know, but the beer, and that's what got me into craft beer, was the health problems, and they've subsided since I dropped macro beers that I was drinking regularly. So I don't know. I think everyone's bodies are different. Everybody's bodies react differently, and if you're enjoying life, then so what?
Well, that's it. I mean, you know, obviously, I'm guessing that your problem isn't caused by drinking macro beers. It's just something you've had.
Yeah.
Which means if you've done nothing wrong to end up how you are, it makes no odds, does it really?
No, and I had my health problems long before I've had my health problems since I was a kid. Okay, macro beers did aggravate it, and it was either give up beer or find an alternative, and that's how I got into my craft beers, as you know. And the craft beers just don't affect it. I know this Goose Island lager is macro, but I'm not drinking it all the time. So it's in moderation, and everything's in moderation.
Yeah.
If you do everything in moderation, it should generally be okay.
Too much veg, not enough meat, not enough starch. I think you do. It's all got to be moderated, isn't it? And again, like you say, everyone's body's different.
Absolutely.
You're either blessed or you're not.
Yeah. Hey, Bramwell.
Bramwell, Backroom Brewery. Good evening. Just wanted to pop on, say hello. Thank you very much. Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. Right. In terms of reviewing, some of us do. Yeah, I mean, that's down to everyone, personal thing, isn't it? I know someone out there, and I'm not going to mention them, but I mean, I looked at their channel, and they're doing about 3, 4 a day, but constantly. And I also know they own a perfect draft. So you kind of, and I know this because I'm in the same boat, if you like, you think, oh, you know, they've got to be getting through them pretty quick. You know, to be doing the reviews as well, how much are some people drinking? Like, who is it for us to say who should be doing?
Absolutely.
I would like to think I've tried cutting down and doing different things where there was a point where I was reviewing all the time, doing 2 or 3 a day. And then obviously your home life starts getting.
Yeah.
So I did decide, say, I'll leave them in the week.
Yeah.
Do 3 Friday, 3 Saturday, 3 Sunday.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take up so much time. That's my drinking weekend, if you like.
Yeah.
That's kind of changed. So I think if you're doing 1 a day, I think is. But you have to be careful. I think you can flood your channel too much.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's what I've said to this one person who I said who's banging 3 out a day or whatever, just constant.
Yeah.
Because I think you can put too many videos up that so many videos skip past people, so they don't watch them.
Yeah, absolutely. And people will. The most I've put out in one day is 2. Yeah, and that's rare.
Yeah.
Really rare that I put 2 out in one day.
I'm guilty. I do bang. There's times I'll do a few. There's times where I won't do any. It's very higgledy-piggledy the way I do it. But I think if you don't want a day, I think that's sensible.
Yeah.
You're not. I don't think you're boring people enough then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think 1 a day is sensible.
Yeah.
Can I do it? Not all the time, to be honest. I can't. No. Sometimes videos go up and they just go up. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Just whatever.
Yeah. You do what suits you.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. He's obviously a darts, but county darts weekends used to put away 40 pints over 2 days. Fuck you now. Well, I tell you what. I mean, that puts into perspective, really. I suppose. That would probably be my weekly outgoings when I was drinking.
Yeah.
A bit, 40 pints in a week.
But you can see how it's done with county darts. I mean, you look at what was it, Andy Forden? He wouldn't go up on stage until he'd had about 24.
Yeah. I don't think people do it either consciously.
No.
I know you go out with the lads. You can end up. You just do it, don't you?
Yeah.
If it was cups of tea, nobody would say a word, would they? If you went out and drank 20 cups of tea in a day, nobody would say boo.
No, of course they wouldn't.
So it's one of them. And again, like my missus, she'll nag me for drinking what I drink.
Yeah.
But she smokes.
Yeah.
And we always have a bit of a disagreement on how much she smokes, but she was certainly on 20 a day at one point.
Yeah.
And get up first thing in the morning and start smoking.
Yeah.
Get out of the car after driving somewhere, smoke.
Yeah.
Who's worse, if I don't have a drink till 5 o'clock.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's tricky, isn't it? And sometimes I'm a bit of a hypocrite because at one point when I used to smoke, I was sometimes doing 20 a day, but I haven't smoked a cigarette, like I say, for about 8 years. But it amuses me that you go somewhere, you go and do your food shopping, and you see someone pull up next to you, and they have to have a fag from going from the car to the shop.
Yeah.
You're like, it's a 30-second walk, and you've got to have a cigarette. What you're doing, and then you see people coming out of the supermarket and they're fucking sparking to walk to their car. You're like, what you doing? And I never used to do that as a smoker. I didn't think, all right, I've just turned up at Tesco's, grab a quick fag before I go in. But that's what it's horses for courses. It's what people do, and who are we to judge?
Yeah.
If that's what
I'll chat on. I need a leak.
Yeah, you take a leak. I'll go through some of the comments while you go for a leak. I can't put the comments up on the screen, but I will go through some, although we're quite close to the end of the comments. No, we're not. Luke John Frost is saying warm Jack Daniels honey is good for a cold. Oh, yeah, I agree. There's nothing. I do like a warm whiskey with a bit of honey in it. I like it. I like that a lot. David Wilson saying, cheers, Baz. We'll watch your reviews of them. Jolly good. Kenny Joe is saying, who cares about health problems as long as I've got my rugged good looks? That's what it's all about, isn't it, Kenny Joe? As long as you've got your rugged good looks, that's all that counts, mate. PJ is saying 1 PD keg a day is good enough. Oh, I know someone that does drink a keg in a day. That's immense to do a keg in a day. And LJF, just abbreviate that. Cleveland, in places like Pembrokeshire, Sabbath, get there at 10 a.m. and go through till 1 a.m. Sundays, a bit slower, but still there for 11 till 6. Yeah, it's fair enough, isn't it? And I've done the rest of those comments, Baz.
You've done all them, have you, Mum?
I've done the rest of the comments. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've rattled through those.
Yeah, he's a good man. Good man.
Quite easy.
I'll tell you what, I reckon we finish this one. Wrap it up, shall we, Mum?
Sounds good, mate. I've got an early start in the morning. So
that's it. 6 o'clock, is it?
Pretty much.
What time you be up?
At 5:30. 5:30, put some clothes on, get in the car, go to work.
Well, you're better than me. I'd probably get up about 5, 4:30. I would just to join.
But to be fair, I'll be awake anyway because I've had sleep problems for many years. So I always wake up at 4 a.m. No matter what time I go to bed, I'll be awake at 4 a.m. It's just always been the way all my life. So I could go to bed at 2 in the morning and I still wake up at 4. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it is about my brain. It gets to 4 a.m. It's like, you should be awake. And it's crap.
Change your clock time, didn't you?
Yeah, even on my days off, 4 a.m. Hello, I'm up.
You're up. Oh yeah. I'd tell you what. I think everyone. Well, I don't know if everyone's the same, but I think there's a lot of people, whether it's when you get a bit older, that on your day off, you're awake, and you.
Yeah. Monday
morning, 7:30 or whatever time you get up, that alarm goes off, and you're like, "Fuck off."
Absolutely.
5 days you're like that, and then Saturday, Sunday, you're wide awake, aren't you?
I know, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. And like I say, I wake up at 4 a.m. every day, but I lay there. I lay in bed, and I was snooze on and off. But yeah, you just think, fuck off. It's my day off.
Yeah.
I've snoozed for on and off from 4 till 7 a.m. And at 7 a.m. I think, well, fuck it. I might as well just get up.
Yeah. There's nothing worse if you've woken up at like, I don't know, let's say 2 o'clock, right? Yeah. And I get this a lot with, I got problems with my elbows and that and whatever, and it disturbs me. And you can't fucking sleep. Yeah. And you miss it. Certainly for me, sometimes I miss it, be snoring away.
Oh, yeah.
And you're tired.
Yeah.
You can't switch off.
No.
Right? And 5 minutes before your alarm goes off, you're out like a fucking light, aren't you? in the deepest sleep you've ever had.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you can hear your phone go.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, you just shut your eyes, you twat.
I know. It's fucking bollocks, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. I completely get it. Completely get it. Drives me
nuts. This is why men look haggard.
Yeah. Yeah. The amount of times that I've been with my missus, 25 years, and I look at her when I'm awake and I just think, how can you sleep as much as I wish I could sleep as much as you? I just look at her, you're so lucky. Yeah. And what really pisses me off is she'll wake up after having about 11 hours sleep and go, I could go back to sleep. I didn't sleep well. Like, what do you mean you didn't sleep well? You didn't sleep for 11 hours.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts. Yeah. She'll wake up once in the night for about 30 seconds and that's it. She's had a shit night's sleep. I'm like,
yeah.
I said, I watched you wake up. I said, you were awake for about 30 seconds and you're like, no, shit night's sleep.
Yeah. That's what missus that is.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep well. Really? You're fucking snoring for fucking 7 hours.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How do you know? Because you were fucking keeping me awake. Couldn't get to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dear. Yeah, it's a hard life, isn't it? Hard life.
Yeah, it fucking is. But my daughter's a bit like me. She can sleep light, but my son, he's more like Rachel. He can sleep for hours.
Oh, I wish I could.
Yeah.
Like I say, I got problems with my elbows. I probably need it. If I sleep with my arms bent, I get pins and needles. They go dead and everything. And if I've slept really well, in that position, it will get to a point where I'm in agony.
Yeah.
I struggle to straighten my arms out because they've just gone dead. And then it takes about an hour for that to wear off.
No, it does, doesn't it? It does. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
And then I'll have the fucking cats on the bed at fucking 3, licking me fucking forehead or something.
Didn't they? You open your eyes. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fucking breakfast yet.
And that's all they want. They don't want fuss. They want you to fucking feed them.
Yeah.
And they're there in your face or biting your fucking toes through the doodah.
Oh, I'll just fucking go upstairs and just meow. Or meow downstairs. Fuck off.
Yeah.
When you try and ignore it, then they jump on the bed.
Yeah.
And walk over your head and...
Yeah. And you can shut the bedroom door, but then they just scratch the bedroom door for fucking ages.
Yeah, that's why our carpets are fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Howling at you through the door. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake. But I wouldn't get rid of them. I wouldn't get rid of my cats. I love them, really.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's put this one up. Bloody hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's a bloke, another decorator who I help, and his dad, he reckons like his dad, he'll be lucky if he gets 4 hours sleep a night.
Yeah.
And he's always been like that.
Yeah. If
He'll put in a day's work. He's 80 now, and he'll put in a day's work, and you think, put me to shame.
But you just kind of get used to it. If I get 6 hours, that's a good night for me. 6 hours solid. That's a good night. I can probably get 8 hours in total if I'm lucky, but I will wake up numerous times throughout. And, to the point where, my wife has been researching it recently, and she's saying if you wake up at, say, 2 in the morning and you're wide awake, you should get up for 15 minutes, do something around the house for 15 minutes, and then go back to bed and you fall back to sleep again. But I said to her, I said at 2 o'clock in the morning, do you really want me getting up for 15 minutes and clapping around the house?
You can't cook a full breakfast in 15 minutes, can you?
No, exactly. But yeah, I've had it all my life. It's just, and you kind of get used to it. In the long term, it's not good for you, but
yeah,
it's what you get used to, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of that. I bet it's probably been 10 years since, my elbow's been causing me problems and always interrupted. Very rare I get a full night's sleep where I don't toss and turn or anything. It's always fucking something.
I mean, have you go back to 2 comments up, Luke John.
Yeah.
I've done 3 16-hour shifts, 2 14-hour shifts, and an 18-hour this week. I mean, they're immense hours, aren't they? I don't know what you do for a living, LJF, but that's an immense amount of hours.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess factory work probably, but I could be wrong. Could be driver, could be anything, I suppose. But
public services, who knows? Paramedic, that sort of thing. They're immense hours, and it's not right. We shouldn't be doing that many hours.
No. How old are you, Luke?
Yeah.
I think you can only do that when you're younger.
It's tough. They're tough hours.
Yeah. I've done long hours and everything before. Like it was.
Yeah.
I done a 20-hour shift. I think it was once.
It's immense.
I think it worked out as, and that was from when I left home to actually getting home. Could have been longer actually. I'm not sure. But basically, the boss gave us the following day off.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get home till the following day. We were working nights, I think.
I've done
a 20-hour shift. Yeah.
When I was in the
broke down on the M5.
Yeah, but I've done it. I mean, when I was in the flooring trade, I did a 24-hour shift. When I was in the flooring game doing contract flooring, and it was just ridiculous. You're just all over the place by the end of it.
You can't do it, can you?
No, it's not sustainable, that sort of thing. It's not healthy. But Kenny, just say goodbye to Kenny Joe. He's put thanks, gents, for an enjoyable evening. So thank you, Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny. I didn't do that one because I thought that was one that you'd done before. Yeah, big thanks, Kenny. Cheers, mate. Thanks for watching.
But yeah, I'm gonna Well, but yeah, I'm going to have to wrap it up because I need to go.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up, man. I've kept you too long.
That's right, mate. No, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
No, you're welcome.
I really enjoyed it.
It's been a while since you've done one, man. And we'll
That's
sort
been
out
fun.
the spicy one.
Yeah, we'll do the spicy one. I'm going to go out and get what we're going to get.
Maybe pick that up this week or so, if we can.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I
And
can
then
do that. Yeah, absolutely.
we are.
He's answered your question. Let's
Yeah.
cover that one.
Yeah, 32, so he's reasonably youngish, but well, he is young. But for doing them hours, it's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard work.
Yeah, fair dues. Christ.
Yeah,
It takes it out of you.
Yeah, so fair play to you, Luke. Fair play to you, mate, because it does take it out of you. But make sure you look after yourself at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, it's very easy to say, isn't it? Oh, just employ more people to do. But
Yeah.
if you own these things, it's not quite that easy.
No,
And again, I suppose in a sense, the same for me in a sense, not to that
Mm.
extent. But you know, if I've got to work weekends, I have to work weekends. I don't want to,
absolutely.
but you have to do it.
Yeah, you do. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, it's not like you can switch off when you own your own sort of business thing, innit? You can't switch off, can you?
No, of course you can't. Can't. There you
Like
go.
not like you go to Sainsbury's and say, "Oh, fuck it, my shift's done." I'm going
Yeah. Absolutely.
which, quite frankly, although the money's not so great, it's a very tempting option.
Yeah, I agree. Right, this beer is done.
Yeah, mine's pretty much done. Well,
Cheers,
big
everybody.
thank you to you, Chris,
Pleasure, mate.
for coming on. I hope you enjoyed the beers. Well, I know you enjoyed the one. Maybe
Yeah,
not so much the other one, but you know,
it was still all right. It was still all right.
it might give you a bit of a temptation to dabble into a couple of others.
Yeah,
I would definitely recommend sort of like the double IPAs or IPAs.
yeah, I'll give them a go. And thank you for sending them to me.
No worries, pal. No worries. Big thank you to everyone that's tuned in as well. Much appreciated. I'm sure I can speak for Chris. Anyone that's subbed to both of us,
Thank you very much.
thank you, and thanks for watching.
Have
So,
a good weekend, everyone.
yeah, I'll leave it there. Again, thanks to everyone, and a big thanks to Chris. And I'll speak to you again, mate.
Thank you. Indeed, you will.
Cheers. Ta-da.
Laters.